Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the ESFL Analysis for tonight's event, ESFL 143. It's going to be an amazing one. I am your host, Kingsley, and alongside me is my color analyst, Boiler.
Kingsley, what's happening, buddy? Can't wait for
I'm,
this Xbox title shot on the line tonight.
I'm good. I'm good. And alongside Boiler is the one, the only Showtime Sass. How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Feeling dangerous.
Feeling dangerous. And this is going to be a dangerous card because we got an Xbox ESFL title on the line, a 5-round fight between Hammer versus Trixie. Sure to be an amazing one. A little bit of an appetizer of what we got. 10 fights that are going to be absolutely bangers. But before we even get to that, last week was an absolute banger on the PlayStation side. As we saw in the whole main event, in the co-main event, we saw Swiss Liebacks going against Avita X in the 5-round fight, and then Papa Doc versus Naz, as we got a little bit of a highlight video for you guys. But Boiler, starting off with this event, I mean, we saw Ash versus Trials. I mean, talk about what you saw over there.
Well, Ash is trying to get back to his winning ways from UFC 3 even. He was 3-6 in season 1, had to go back and retool a little bit. But as you see here, put some big time pressure in Trials War. Dustin Poirier versus Dustin Poirier. A lot of toughness involved there, but not enough. You got Ash on top of you. Full mount, raining down blow after blow. Game over. Ash with the win. Good stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff. A good way to start off ESFL 142 last week. I mean, definitely going to be good for him moving up in the rankings, but going to the second fight, a big ground fight chess match right here, Satch.
Yeah, a lot of people, they see this, they're like, oh, it's boring, stand them up, but what we see here, we see a lot of, rape denial, they're in each other's heads, and like 20 seconds left, they're just rushing, and when that happens, the guy on top only has the advantage, and as you see right there, gets one posture up and he finishes the fight.
McGrath getting the victory over Kamakoya in that second highlight right there, celebrating the victories and moving up that PlayStation ladder as the fights got better and better, and hopefully he gets to see better competition. But speaking of better competition, we had Spill versus Daniel right here in Boiler. The video explains itself.
Oh, this is quick. It's so quick. It's pretty much over. What you saw here, perfect work by Spill. He landed a couple body kicks, faked the body kick, front kick to the face, caught Daniel. Game over. Good stuff.
Absolutely good stuff. I mean, definitely a victory that Spill wanted and needed to move up in the ladder as well. But in our co-main event, Nas going against Papa Doc. I mean, Satch, huge events happening in this co-main.
Oh yeah, man. Look, Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, a timely matchup. You see Conor just putting on the combos here, using the right hand, as the power hand here. Not normal with Conor McGregor, but it does not matter. You get Dustin Poirier against the cage right there. He's hurt. He has nowhere to go but to sleep.
Nas being undefeated, going against big competition, probably knocking on the door of a #1 contendership or even a title shot coming out of the future PlayStation cards. But man, he just put some huge work against Papa Doc. But in the main event, the biggest matchup, Swiss Liebacks going against Avita X, coming back from ESFL 120. I mean, Boiler, talk about what you saw.
Ooh, I faced Swiss so many times, including in the ESFL. He's got to be one of the best pressure fighters. And when he has you hurt up against the cage, you're pretty much done for. But watch this. He's going to get Wonder Boy, a.k.a. Advaita, hurt. What does Advaita do? He doesn't panic. Great defense. Watch this. Here we go. Whoosh.
Boom.
Knockout. Beautiful work by Advaita.
Beautiful work for Aveda, and that skyrockets him possibly in the #1 contendership right there, as we just saw such an amazing card last week on the PlayStation side. And just a little bit of a backstory of Aveda. I mean, he won in ESFL 120. He was usually known for his grappling when he started out, became a huge ESFL champion, even got undefeated in ESFL 50 against Kinetic NRG, starting the PS4 and 0. But now, being the #1 contendership, possibly we're going to get an unveil of the next place's card, this card in ESFL 143. I mean, talk about what could be happening. He could be possibly facing Ed Parker in the next matchup since he's the current title holder. Boiler.
That's definitely potentially in the cards. The rankings did come out for PlayStation. He's ranked #1. Naz ranked #2. They haven't released the card yet. I think that's just here in an hour or two, so you have to stay tuned.
Yeah, very nice tease. But speaking of teases, I mean, before we even get into our current card that we have tonight, be sure to check out all our socials, our Twitter, our Instagram, even our Discord, where you could just talk with other people who love the ESFL and just love the sport that we love in mixed martial arts in the UFC. A lot of great stuff, especially on our YouTube and our Twitch channels. We have a full library to catch you up to see all these amazing fights. Definitely want to be a part of it. Definitely want to be a part of the community. And we definitely had some big things coming up in the future. But speaking of today, again, we teased it. We saw the fight card. Tonight is a big one for the Xbox scene. Guys, we're seeing a huge heavyweight matchup between Hammer and Trixie. And Boiler, I want you to go through the process of what Hammer had to do to decide that matchup against Trixie for the Xbox title.
Right. So last week it was announced Xbox title will be on the line. This week, Hammer versus Trixie, aka Tricky Swifts, representing the Built for Ankle Picks camp. And long story short, once the fight is announced, Hammer, as the defending champ, has a couple days, I think until about Tuesday, to just determine what weight he wants it to be at. So he decided to go heavyweight. Very interesting, to say the least. A couple weeks ago, when Tricky got his opportunity for this title shot, he was at welterweight. He's known as one of the best Usman fighters, but we're going to heavyweight. Really interesting. I'm not sure who they're going to pick. It's going to be a chess match, but it's also going to be heavyweight. So it's going to be crazy, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sats, going to you. When you take a look at this fight card right here, I mean, Fad versus Dabakum and the co-main Yurda versus Webcam is also on the card. But talk about just the grind of the ESFL. We see all these competitors put in the time, put in the work just to be in these spots right here. Sometimes people move into content creation to get more of their attributes into the ESFL. But talk about just the day-to-day grind going to the ESFL fight week.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. A lot of people, including myself, when I got to the SFL, I'm like, all right, I made it and I got content. You know, if you don't build on those skills every day, there are people that are, and you're going to get surpassed very quickly. We see guys like Hammer, who was a mediocre fighter throughout most of the season. We took that break over December. He came back. He was working on his game when other people were relaxing, and that's why he's currently the champion.
Yeah, absolutely. He's currently the champion. He's going to defend his title once again. And just the whole matchup in scope, I mean, the Xbox side has just put on show after show after show. And it just speaks to the attributes of putting in that grind, putting in that just lab work, seeing what moves work, seeing what attributes that you can use and what fighter that you need to use in that situation. Usually I like to see a little Clay Guida or maybe a Robbie Lawler, but sometimes you have to go with the meta and make things work. But tonight's fight card and everything along with it, Boiler, going to you, starting with you first. What other fight, apart from the co-main and main event, that you're looking forward to the most? I see a bunch of good ones already.
Yeah, T4H Benny versus BFAP Dirty Dave. Both of those guys are perennial top 10, not necessarily title contenders, although Dave, I believe, has fought for a title back in the day. But long story short, they are the first fight on the main card, but they could easily be a co-main by themselves, Dirty Dave and Benny. I'm a big fan of Skitch in his last performance. He was performance of the night, and he was good old Robbie Lawler, one of my favorite fighters of all time. So he did some great work. KM Skitch versus Matty D. That's going to be a lot of fun. What about you, Mr. Satch?
Jami. I love my boy Skitch. He's representing France. You love the cultural diversity. I hope he gets that job done. Other than that, another fight I see, KM Caliber versus Killer Jake. I'll be honest, I see that as a mismatch of skill. I think KM Caliber is a better wrestler, better striker. I think he's better in most facets of the UFC game, and I think he gets the job done pretty quickly. I'm saying a first-round knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every time I look at these cards, I'm like, what's going to be the fight of the night? Who are going to get the performance of the night? Last week, we had Aveda X having the performance of the night. Then fight of the night was actually probably in the prelims. Blackout Hours going against Ungodly War. Both of the guys put on a heck of a show. So I'm always excited, top to bottom, to see what happens. But before we even talk about more and what we're all coming to see, let's talk about what's happening later this summer. It's going to be ESFL Live, ladies and gentlemen, June 4th through the 5th. An open invitation for anyone who wants to register, as early registration is happening now and it's ending around Easter. Boiler, talk about it. I mean, a huge event, a huge benchmark in the community of the ESFL.
It is for sure. We've had great tournaments with all types of prizes on the line, but it's always been virtual with the ESFL. And really, even the whole community has been virtual. There haven't, EA Sports or UFC have not put together really, at least recently, in-person events. So we said, you know what, we're going to change that. We are the #1 league. We are going to have to just take this on our shoulders and make it happen. And we did. June 4th and 5th. You do not have to be a member of the ESFL to sign up. So follow the link, sign up. We'll see you in Vegas. It's going to be a ton of fun. And guess what? Boiler's going to be there. Boiler's going to sign up too. So I better get to the training room.
Yeah, and Sats, like the fact that it's even in Las Vegas, and then also we have a real life belt with it. Someone can actually be a champion with an actual belt in this community, and that has to be so huge. I mean, like you will kill to have a belt like that, right, Satch?
Dude, and yes, and we're gonna talk about the location, Las Vegas, the fight mecca of the world. And and anything can happen, man. We know it's not March anymore, but we still have March Madness going on. We can see a March Madness approach, man. Everyone's invited. Maybe there's gonna be some guy who lives in Kansas, never played in the comp community, man, but that man's working, grinding, and he's gonna come get the job done. You never know. Really exciting. And obviously got the top guys that'll be showing up. So
definitely. If you sign up, you get first off, you get an NFT, pretty cool. Your inaugural ESFL Live NFT, but you're also guaranteed a bunch of fights. So it's not one and done or double elimination. I think that first day you're guaranteed like 7 or 8 fights. So hey, maybe you don't make it to that next round, the best of 8 for the finals, the next. But usually you're gonna get a lot of fights. It gives a lot of people in the community. It's gonna be a ton of fun, and it's not that expensive. I mean, look at what type of prizes are on the line. More than $4 grand. Plus, Marshall Mind's going to be there, and we're going to have some other prizes and other cool stuff to announce soon. So check it out, guys. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Absolutely. It's in the middle of the summer, so it's going to be extremely hot in that octagon, that virtual octagon, maybe even a real octagon. Who even knows? It's going to be live. That's going to be amazing. But speaking of hot, again, we have to go to the main event. The reason why we're all here, the Xbox title. I'm going to you, Boiler. Starting with this main event, Hammer versus Trixie. What do you see coming out of this main event fight for the title?
Oh, man. This one is so tough because looking at Tricky, of course, he's won the Venom tournament, the 80X, the stand-up only, but he has great grappling. But so does Hammer. Hammer really is known for his grappling, but his stand-up's improved so much. So I feel like they're almost perfectly evenly matched. And a heavyweight, I'm not going to be able to make a prediction, to be honest. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one because it's heavyweight, but I could see either of them winning for sure. Almost a coin flip, to be honest.
Yeah, and Sats, going to you. I mean, the experience of being in that ESFL octagon, the 5-round fight. I mean, what is your psyche? What do you think the mentality is for Trixie to become the new Xbox champion? What does he have to do to beat Hammer and finally claim that title?
Well, I actually think the pressure's on Hammer, not much on Trixie. Trixie, I'm not sure if he's been an ESFL champion, but he was the Venom champion, I believe. He's been the primetime champion for a very long time. He's used to the 5-round format, and he's coming off a fantastic win last week. And when we look at Hammer, let's look at the last champions. Every time a champion takes a week off or a couple of weeks off, look at Zayef, look at Blake Tyler. It doesn't turn out good for them. And when you're going up against a guy like Trixie, who's just gotten better, I think Hammer's got a lot of pressure on him right now. Trixie's all the momentum, and it's going to take, something special for Hammer to get the job done here.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see that. I'm not going to give a prediction. I just can't wait to see what happens. I know you guys are going to make your predictions in the chat, and we can't wait to see that. But before we go, Boiler, any last plugs that you want to do before we get this whole thing going?
Yeah, Boiler569. Find me on Twitter and Twitch. Like I said, I'm getting back in the training room, so come spar with me. Starting next week, I'll be on at least a couple times a week on Twitch, Boiler569.
How about you, Satch?
I'm Satch My Life everywhere. You guys won't make a prediction. I will. Trixie, second round knockout, put in the books.
Ooh, nice. Put in your name on it. I respect it. Well, you can find me on Twitch, KingBKR316, or you can find me at KingAHTK on Twitter and on Instagram. A bunch of good stuff. But before we get going, again, thank you guys for watching the ESFL Analyst Test. ESFL 143 is coming right up next, and we can't wait to see it. So have a good one. Boiler and Balian and Bruce Lee Rod will take you along the way. Have a good one, y'all.
fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The disadvantage was Zayef, but then he...
A little too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, good turning.
Watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from around the world tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here.
Hello everybody, welcome back once again. It's Sunday night, it's time one more time for the Esports Fight League. My name is Bailey and thank you for joining me for some more UFC 4 esports action, as we always do on a Sunday. And as always, of course, I've got Mr. Bruce Lee Rob here with me, okay, because we appreciate you every single Sunday you give up your time here. Rob, how are you today, mate?
Doing pretty good, Bailey, and yes, happy to be here. ESFL 143, we got the Xbox boys tonight, and Hammer defends his title against Trixie. What more can you ask for?
Exactly, mate. Yeah, exactly. Just bringing you a nice bit of esports action every Sunday, as you do, leading up to ESFL Live as well. You saw the boys on the pre-show talking about that. About 7 weeks we are away now. It will be ESFL 150 at Las Vegas, so 143. We're slowly getting close. But yeah, as Rob mentioned, it is Xbox tonight, and yeah, we have the champion Hammer defending his title for the second time, I do believe. So let's jump over and take a look at the card this evening, so you guys can feast your eyes on the delight that we have tonight. So many big names on the card this evening. Champion Hammer defends his belt against Tricky Swifts tonight from BFAP. Great fight there in the main event. Co-main event title eliminator with Feydenata taking on Dabakum, making a return. Great fight there. Then we also have Yerda coming back against Webcam. What a good matchup there inside the top 10. Mix-ups is on Bucko. Benny is taking on Dirty Dave there as well. So many good fights tonight, Rob. So many good camps representing. It just feels like a nice card. We've got a couple of debuters kicking us off. Anything standing out to you? Look at this. What a good show tonight we've got.
Yeah, extremely excited tonight. You got Feydenator there, ranked number 2, 6-2 on a rampage, about to fight against Dabakum, and we know how good he is. And then a little bit further down the card, you have the person caliber, Kingsman caliber, 4-4. This guy is very highly praised for his skills, and he is ready to show that he is one of the best players in the world. His record 4-4, but he's got a tough test against Killer Drake. So many good fights, so many good storylines. Let's get it started.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've pointed that out quite nicely, Rob. We do have some well-known people tonight, but there are a few guys that are looking to make their debuts, or at least start things off with a bang. Like this evening here in the first fight tonight, we do have Drew taking on Grains. And Drew has been here before under the name of Prodigies. Rob, what can you tell us about these two to kick us off this evening?
I could tell you that Prodigies is making his Season 3 debut. He has fought for the ESFL before in Season 1. He's got some good in and out short combos. He likes to work the body. He's got some great top control. And his opponent, Grains, also making his ESFL debut. Fast hands, good pressure, good head movement. Let's talk about these picks.
Yeah, so we are going to jump straight over to the fight, guys, at bantamweight. So Sterling and Yan in the mix for both guys at the moment. We're seeing a ton of mirror matches these days at bantamweight, aren't we, Rob?
Yes, we are. Sometimes it's hard when your opponent picks Peter Yan, the only style to pick, and if it is allowed, Balian, why not pick the same fighter? But it seems TJ Dillashaw might be the choice.
Yeah, good counter pick there, because we have a little bit of a reach advantage on Yan, as well as using the kicks as well. Got a bit. I mean, Yan's got that great kicking game, but with TJ, you can mix everything up if you need to, and the submission threat and the wrestling as well. You got a lot of choices.
You do, and also that footwork. He's got a special footwork animations that make him hard to track down, and he does have some good striking. But yeah, kickboxer versus I guess Peter Yan's a kickboxer as well, so we'll see how these two decide to use their picks here in the ESFL.
Yeah, I feel like you can fight a little bit off the back foot with TJ. So let's see if Prodigy has to use that tonight. Prodigy's coming out in the red gloves, making his return to the ESFL, former champion in the ESFL, I do believe. But here, making a return for the first time in this season. And he's taking on Grains, who's making a debut tonight as well. Always tough when you're getting in. AKA Mexican Mush, Rob, in the blue gloves. Interesting name.
Is that Grains, Mexican Mush?
I believe it is.
It's always hard when their names don't match the scouting report, but yeah, Grains, Mexican Mush, starting off strong, throwing out the jab. Ooh, good shots there.
Double jabs, eating up the block already. There's that animation you talked about, but met with that front kick by Mexican Mush. And now Grains framing out as well. Nice, good job adjusting to the liver kick. Just going to have to be careful, doesn't get caught with hooks on the inside if he keeps going to it.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever you're throwing a body kick like that so close, those shots are there, but Mexican's still trying to find his rhythm here while Sir Prod is really attacking that body well. Spinning elbow lands clean.
Yeah, both men obviously making their first performance this season, but you want to start it off in style. Takes a while to move up those rankings, but if you get 3 good wins, you can be at the top 10 before you know it. Let's see what either men's bringing to the table this evening to get a start at ESFL 143 tonight. Return body kick right there as well. Both men really using the feeling out process a little bit now, trying to work out who's doing what strategies we're looking to employ. There's the first level change into the double. Nice job. Gets side control as well. Very cheeky that from Prodigies, Rob.
Yeah, very good work. He was using his footwork a lot to make Mush Grain miss, and then he entered in with a takedown, turned in, completed it. Beautiful stuff. Now he's on top, feinting, trying to build that grapple advantage and trying to get a position here. Posture.
Yeah, this is a great start right here for the returning Prodigies. I'm sure he'll be happy to secure a takedown with half the clock on. Still 2 minutes. Takes side control. See if he can get a little bit of ground and pound off. It will pay dividends across the front. Damage, but these elbows do a lot. There's one.
Nasty position.
Yeah, nasty position, taking his time. Oh, there we go. The readjustment right there from Prod. Not great for Mush, and that's 2 in a row now, Rob. This is not looking good.
Definitely. Confidence rising for Prod. And whenever you're under someone in this position, it's not fun, especially in the Esports Fight League. These sharp elbows, blood falling out of the face of the Peter Yan player. Oh, these are vicious, Balian.
Oh my God. Yeah, I want to say to Grains, welcome to the ESFL, where you better have a good side control defense, or more likely than not, this might happen to you every single fight, because this is a devastating position that a lot of high-level players have mastered. But Mush did a good job finding his way out there. Did eventually hit the side control, but he's back still in side control. Rolls to sprawl, though, gives up. That sprawl position will take shots to the body. Only 20 seconds left in the round. Perhaps he'll go half guard, but he's taken a ton of damage to the head and to the body here. So Prodigy's definitely out in front, Rob.
Definitely. This has been a great round. He got that takedown, stayed on top, landed some great elbows, and then in that north-south position, landed some great punches to the body. I mean, a perfect round to slow down the Peter Yan player. And we always say this, why not, if there's anyone new out there, that force of nature perk for Peter Yan is nullified. It's gone.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those side control elbows do so much damage. So Prodigy will be happy with that one. Nothing spectacular, but first round back in the ESFL under his belt, using that beautiful lead leg fake rear body kick. It's so effective when you take a southpaw pick in this game. Quite well is Prodigy's, but the pressure there, trying to push him back a little, that's working. But Mush still being very tentative, Rob.
He is. He's having trouble with that footwork from the TJ Gilles player. There's a nice lead overhand there. And Mush does have the power to do some devastating damage, and he still has a lot of head health left. He still has a chance in this fight.
Ooh. Maybe he's a little bit too worried about overextending himself, getting taken down. There's some great takedown defense there. Cut the angle correctly on the double leg, defended accordingly, and now throwing hands back with the pressure from Prodigy. He's a little too close to that body kick. Doesn't need a counter this time, but it's getting closer.
It really is. He's got to be careful. Mexican Mush has not been able to capitalize yet. Good teep there to get some space. Oh, but those body kicks are going to pay dividends in this fight.
Yeah, that fake lead leg to that body liver shot, that's very nasty. That's what he's put in your ass, as if you haven't put it in yet. Beautiful timing there to hit the switch to the outside. Came back with the hook. Perfect timing, landed nicely, and that will continue to chip away the health. He's doing it again, hit into a level change as well. Nice work from Prodigies, mixing up the animations, creating some confusion out here, Rob.
And turning these into beautiful takedowns. And we saw what happened in the first round. Will Mush be able to stifle the offensive onslaught of Prod, Balian?
Fakes the get up, takes half guard. Yeah, it's an interesting question. It's about exactly the same amount of time that he took him down in the first round. So it's obviously programmed into Prodigies as part of the game plan to hit that takedown about the halfway point of each round, perhaps. Back to side control now. Not good for Grains. He's already found one way out of it. Sometimes you can sort of learn more about your opponent's ground game, but he did just get put back in this crucifix. It's a side saddle immediately, though, this time. It's better. Oof.
Yeah, that position inside saddle, oh, is not fun, and a couple more clean elbows get through, and he's just being very patient here, and Mush trying his best to get out of there. There it is, finally sneaking into that half guard position. It's a little bit better here, but he's still not out of the woods. And there again, Prod able just to sneak his way back into side control. Oh, but a get up. Good job.
Man, I was about to say Grains has been a little too patient, but he just patiently waited for the get up and timed it perfectly. Ate the big body kick on the way up though, and although he's back to the feet at the end of this round, he is not ruining this round or this fight, so has to make something happen. Perhaps find a rock. Oh, there's a nice beat. That'll do some damage.
Clean front kick.
Oh. Nice work. Oh, lead hook. There it is. We talked about finding some damage. Rips to the body as well. That's definitely going to help get that on the scoreboard. That makes things a little more interesting right here.
Most definitely. He needed a good rock. He found one. A little bit of confidence going into round 3. And who knows? This could be 1-1 right now. Oh, look at those shots.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Rob. It could be 1-1. Interesting work from Grains here. Came in, first ESFL experience, got tested a little with the side control, but knew what he had to do in the end of that second round. Got a rock. Now Prodigies, hoping to get things off to a good start in his return to the ESFL here, the former champ in the red gloves, but maybe get caught there at the end of the round. So far, perfect game plan from him, apart from that little slip up. He's done some damage to the head. Oh, drops him right there with a 3-piece combination on the inside. Grains stood in the pocket, looked to trade back, and Prodigy's now advancing, trying to bar up, beat that block. There's the switch hook off the pivot, step to the outside right there. Grains trying to fire back, Rob, but he's under assault right now.
Bang! He tags him back with an elbow, Balian. Good stuff, but man, he is getting pressured heavily right now. Sir Prod smells blood, Balian, and he's coming for the kill, and another takedown. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice work right there. It was the double jab was really eating him up, and then the level change one more time for Prodigy's third takedown of the fight now. Been using the takedowns very well as the top position. Some good ground and pound from different positions here as well, but this is going to slow the fight down after he hit that elbow as well.
Yeah, it will, and this is going to guarantee himself the victory if he's able to remain on top and do some damage. And in that second round, how much was that rock? How many points the judges going to score? Because the damage was so good. Here we go. A get up. He's fighting against the cage. He's still not out yet, though.
Needs to be careful. Rotates to the back. Doesn't have any stamina. This is a bad position to be in. Can Grains find a way off the cage? No commitment to the knees from Prodigy to give him the early or the easy escape, and drags him back to the mat. 2 minutes 30 still, and he really only needs to hold position, Rob, I think.
I would agree. Just stay here, has his back, dominant position, land these shots, wait for the Peter Yan to react. There it is. Still remains on top in the backside. He's just going to posture up and land some bombs here.
Yeah, a little bit of damage. Wow, it's doing a ton of damage to the block as well. Already entering into that danger zone as soon as he postured up. But Grains finds a way back to the feet. Did get dragged down from here. Good defense on the takedown, but gets shucked forward. There won't be much stamina. Hits the switch, though. Nice work. 2 minutes left to work on the clock. He's going to get back to the feet here, Rob. And Grains does not have a lot of time to make something big happen in this final round.
It's go time now for Mush. He's got to put the pedal to the metal and go crazy. Take some risks and get this fight because he's losing right now. He has to take some risks, Balian. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, second time he's thrown that lead head kick there. It just kind of shows that he's maybe a little apprehensive, not sure what he's trying to do. When you're firing away from the outside like that, you can get a little predictable. And there's the advancement, double shot to the body there. Ooh,
nice shots.
Nice liver kick that Prodigies was hunting, but yeah, just firing back right here again with that lead head kick. It's not working for him, but he keeps looking for it.
Oh, and he's out of stamina too because of all those body kicks that he's eaten throughout this fight. Oh,
loved it. Look at that. Prodigies has held his ground and then timed that pivot. It hooked so beautifully. I mean, it's more like a shift. I think it's a shift lead hook. It was lovely though.
It was devastating, and that takes the win for him right there. That big shot ends the fight, and that was a beautiful performance there by Sir Prod, really nullifying Mush's game.
Yeah, I want to see if we can see that lead hook right there because he kind of just planted behind the guard and then snapped into it. It was a really nice little animation. But there's the first round, gets a takedown control from side control by Prodigy. Second round, much the same halfway through. Lovely double leg. That was off of that pivot movement step as well. And here in the third round, we're going to see the takedown again. Shocked him forward. So takedowns apparently on the judges' scorecards. Rocks either side. Grains put up a good fight, Rob. But I think Prodigies making a return to the ESFL here, kicking off 143 with a win, you would think.
I think so. 30-27. Sir Prod, utilizing that footwork of TJ Dillashaw, the special animations to get the takedowns and to land his shots. You know, you saw a little bit of a fight from Mush, landing some good shots here or there. Just couldn't really create an offense because of the good work from Mush.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy there. But it's good to see Prodigy's back, you know, maybe trying to make his way back towards a title. An overly difficult opponent for him to have to face right there, but he passed the challenge, passed the test, got tested a little. Took on a Peter Yarn pick as well, which isn't always easy. But yeah, well, good. And you mentioned it in the picking phase. You know, you talked about TJ's special animations, and that is something that makes him quite unique as a pick in this game, and he used it to his advantage as well, didn't he?
He did. Sometimes you don't expect those animations. You don't really know how to handle them if you don't have too much experience. And if you have someone like Prodigies who can do them so well and so fluidly, it really creates a lot of problems. You saw a lot of takedowns come from the footwork and the special animations, and you saw a lot of good shots landed. So good stuff, great pick. And it's always hard when you're facing a Peter Yan. I mean, he's one of the best picks in the game. A lot of power. You saw that with one of the shots that Grains was able to land, but woo, Prodigies with a big win.
All right, we're going to jump to the second fight tonight. Is Peace Mahai taking on one of the younger members of the roster, Optics, here.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. FSK Optics 1-2. He improves every time we see him. He likes to walk his opponent down, and he comes in with that killer instinct. But he's going against Peace Mahai War, who is also 1-2. It's his first fight on Xbox. He's coming from the PS side, and we know how dangerous those PS guys are. He was ranked in the top 20 when he was competing in the PS side, bringing in technical striking, a well-rounded game, and some slick counters. Balian, which fighters do you think they are going to select here?
We're going to lightweight here. Inevitably, you would expect a Conor McGregor mirror match. Wow, no trouble with that. And there we go, locking it in. All right, lightweight, it's typical to see, but in this kind of a matchup, it's interesting to see which Conor uses the kicks better, because sometimes that can be an equalizer. You know, if you can pick your opponent apart on the outside and make them commit, you know, to a different striking range, then you can catch them with counters or catch them exiting. Tough to do in a mirror match, though, Rob.
It is, yeah. Conor has that nice spinning back kick to the body. You could combo off of your jab. And you're right, you know, the cheap kicks to keep your opponent at range, and the power and the ferocity of these combinations. This is going to be a striker showcase, and I can't wait for it. Here we go.
Yeah, Optics in the blue, Peace in the red. Optics, one of the younger members on the roster here, still willing to compete regardless. Whatever age this man might be, I have no idea. Annihilating the block right there of Peace just with a 1-2. It was a good teep to the body on the return. Peace doing the stalking now, walking down on his opponent, not going first, just pressuring with the footwork. Optics committing to try and striking to keep him away. Ooh.
Peace Mahai coming after him. Nice leg kick there. Optics kind of circling to his right side, standing his ground, trying to pick his shots. And a lot of distance between these two until they're ready to engage.
Love the commitment to the kicks. If Optics is backing up, why not find a home for those kicks to the calf, wherever you can land them. Now whiffing a little bit with a kick out of range there for Optics. He goes with the 2-3 to the body. A couple of times he landed that now. Teep caught now by Mahai. Good adjustment into the roundhouse. Blocks up though for Optics.
Very nice. And you're seeing Optics finding out the orthodox stance, switching back and forth. Ooh, big uppercut missed. He almost ate that one from Peace, but unable to land. Nice body kick.
Peace's hooks and uppercuts just missed there. Had to step forward.
Tagging that leg, huh?
Double tapping with the teep as well. Teep return though. Yeah, this is what I mean about the kicks here, Rob. So he's kind of winning this outside game as Peace, which is getting Optics to step in like that and miss with some of those strikes. But it's every time he comes forward, he's crashing into that 2-3 of Optics.
And that is damaging that body there. Oh! Stiff jab lands flush for Peace. These guys are pretty evenly matched right now, but it seems like Optics is able to land the heavier stationary combinations when Peace is coming onto the inside, like you said, Balian.
Yeah, and Peace is sneaking ahead with those teeps, with those leg kicks as well. Though there's another one that is going to slow down Conor McGregor and take away some of that power. Nice check and adjustment. There's a pull counter though off a body shot. Rear uppercut lands twice in a row for Peace, though. Good timing on it. Goes with the rear uppercut to the body, but there's just not enough space. There's too much space between him there. Optics deciding to slide out with some of the teep double jab. Calf kick again. You could kind of tell it was coming. In fact, the block came up for Optics there as well. We had a little lag, but there's that chopping teep again, just trying to sap a little stamina, Rob.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of taking away that gas tank, and Optics needs to be careful because Peace has already shown his cards. He's looking for that pull, and he's really quick with it. He is chopping down that right leg right now, bullying that leg.
Yeah, lovely work. Jab.
Piecing him.
Yeah, jab to the body, straight to the head, and then the old 1-2-1-2 by Peace. So he's touching Optics, whether it's the block, the leg, the body. Big left hand, though. Got to be careful when you're playing with Conor McGregor. It only takes 2 punches normally, or sometimes just 1, Rob. Good first round, though. Fairly even.
Very even. You know, you got Peace Mahai really targeting that leg, and you have Optics switching stances, throwing stationary bombs, landing some good work. Oh, he missed that and ate that hook because of it. Good job. Nice shots by Optic.
Optics switching stance, now going orthodox. Going to try and get that lead hand working a little. Did a good job blocking everything that's coming at him so far, and Peace is overreaching a little bit more than he was in the first round. Stepping in from range and trying to load up on things, which is making it easy for Optics to see. Nice job timing with the 2-3 this time up top. Optics still nailing that because Peace is just walking forward in a straight line here, Rob.
Hey, you know, Peace has to be careful. He's eating a lot of big shots, a lot of damage sneaking through, and he's really just trying to attack those legs. But, I mean, it's not going to be worth it if your head health is down and you're knocked out unconscious by Optics.
Yeah, needs to be a little less reckless with these entries here. Now the checks are coming out from Optics as well. Stamina tank being used up just a little bit by Mahai, but both are fairly even. There's another inside leg kick. Beating both of those up right now, but in a 3-round fight, it's not likely to make a ton of difference unless he continues to commit to it. Just gives him another thing to think about. Big left hand caught Optics right there, though. Peace trying to swarm a little by the cage, but stays patient. Got 3 minutes left in the round. The double elbow return from Optics lands, though. Maybe to keep this pressure off him.
Beautiful exchanges here. This sequence is very exciting. We've seen both guys throwing, both guys pulling, both missing. You saw Optics trying to land that elbow. Big left hand lands for Peace Mahai. Optics is able to get out of the way with his head movement. Oh my God, this fight is starting to heat up, and he is continually attacking those legs, forcing him to switch stances and think about it.
Yeah, great job with the left hook, finding a home off the jab. Optics, though, just tagging Peace in that boxing range as he's trying to commit to something else. And Optics still just looking to time Peace as he enters, slipping off the center line with a straight left, leading everything with that. That's a good adjustment to use that head kick if he's going to hang around on the outside like that. But it's Peace so far this round with the 2 big rocks. And Optics has got to stay defensively aware here. Rob, nice 2-3, lands again.
Ooh, yes, a nice straight as well. Peace standing in his face. Watch this slip straight here. Oh, but he doesn't attack with it. He slips the strike. And, you know, Peace is going to have a little bit of a stamina disadvantage because he's really been investing a lot of his gas into these leg kicks, but I think it's been paying off.
Good shot to the body here as well from Optics, using that rear uppercut, but that's what happens when you plant your feet. And he times the front kick beautifully, just didn't have enough to put him down, but it was so close. And Optics is starting to take more and more damage this round.
He is. These leg kicks are adding up, and there's the one to break the camel's back. All he has to switch stances to that orthodox position, and now Peace coming forward. He knows he has his opponent hurt, but here comes Optics plotting forward.
And this is how Peace landed that left hook twice. He's probably going to look for it again on the inside. There it is.
You called it.
The switch stance makes that a little bit more of a weapon for Mahai. But we're going to go to the second round here. Still competitive.
It is. But I think Peace Mahai might be taking over here. 3 stuns, a knockdown. The leg buckled that round, and the fight is starting to turn tables here towards Peace Mahai.
Ooh, the stance switch saved him from the leg kick right there. Oh man, both men have the power of McGregor, so they're just confident to swing inside in the pocket, regardless of how much health they have left.
Yes, anything can happen in this 3rd round with Conor McGregor on the sticks. Oh!
Nice chop to the inside.
Oh man, that
right
left
there.
him alien his money for Peace.
Oh, there's the rear uppercut. Nice timing right there from Peace. It's just because Optics is trying to hang around in the pocket. Wow. Triple full counter right there, back and forth.
Oh, beautiful. You always love to see the triple pull. They're throwing elbows, uppercuts, both missing. Nice duck from Optics. Attacks the body, backs up his opponent.
You got to know that Optics does not want to go out like this. Will keep fighting to the end, even if he's been forced into that orthodox stance piece, just trying to dance around on the outside, step through with something big like he's been doing all fight. Launching those front kicks, though, from a little bit too far out of range. Got to be careful when Optics steps on the inside, and that 2-3 is waiting for him.
Again, attacking those legs. Now he's got both very damaged. There could be a rock here if he lands one flush, but he's got to be careful not to focus on those leg kicks because Optics is throwing kill shots right now.
Yeah, you can sense that front kick's coming as well because Optics is blocking low. Oh, nice timing by Optics. It's a shame that right hand didn't land the head kick. Beautiful job. Optics is down, Rob, but he's still hunting for anything that could turn the tide in this fight. And when you're Connor, you got to throw a few weapons. There's that 2-3 again he keeps looking for on the counter. Check inside. Nice work. 1-2. The block keeps coming down, but he's not throwing that third punch after it because he's just out of range every time.
Big shots, nice duck there, and Optics is right there. That head health is very low on Peace Mahai, and with Conor McGregor, like you said, Bailey, anything is possible. One unlucky swivel of the head into a power shot of Optics, and it could be all over, but right now, Peace is walking him down. Nice check, though. Optics is starting. Oh! The left. He's trading! Oh!
And that's almost going to be it. No, still in the fight somehow is Optics. The left hook on the inside again against the orthodox stance fighter. Gets a break and whiffs on that lead body kick, though, and he's got 1 minute to try and find a finish. Rob, it's not looking good for Optics.
It is not. You know, you saw Peace Mahai just completely unload there. Beautiful combination to knock him down, and time is running out. Optics really needs to find his rhythm. The head health on Peace Mahai is low, though, and Optics stepping forward, putting some pressure, Balian.
Yeah, he's hunting for it. He's tagging up that block. It's going. There's a left hook that breaks the block. You just really want him to commit to the 1-2. Oh!
Bang!
Cody Garbrandt him against the cage. Look at that. A nice wherewithal to just hang. Use the head movement. Looked like he just rolled onto the left and then just came back with the left hand over the top under a hook. Or perhaps he rolled away from the straight. I think it was an uppercut. Slipped to the outside of the uppercut and came back with a rear elbow, Rob. What a KO right there. Way to finish in the third round. It was a close fight. But Peace... Jesus, Peace took over. Excuse me.
Peace Mahai is a dirty man. That was an assassination with his back against the cage. You saw Optics getting desperate. He knew he had to do something. Props to him coming forward, trying to take out his opponent. But it was Peace Mahai with the shifty head movement, elbow, assassination. Woo! Fatality.
Yes, exactly what Rob just said. You heard it here first. All right, let's keep moving on tonight, guys. Welcome, everybody. 43 in full swing this evening, all in the lead up to ESFL Vegas. That will be happening on the 4th and 5th of June in Las Vegas at the HyperX Esports Arena, Rob. Don't forget, Marshall Mines is going to be there. We're going to have community meetups. The champion will be crowned, of course, and the champion will get to take home the ESFL Championship World title, Rob.
Wow.
Oh, we have a video for that. Let's take a look at the video. The revealing of the ESFL title.
He came back as a beast, but he won the title. It is all over. Tito Ortiz remains the light heavyweight champion.
An international event.
Well, it's just amazing. I can't describe my feeling right now. It's too much.
Open to elite competitors from around the world. Demanding extraordinary skill. Knowledge.
Então, muito obrigado a todo mundo, Rio de Janeiro, Brasil. Obrigado, valeu, torcida jovem.
And talent.
It's a testament that dreams can come true, guys. They really can. Believe in yourself, believe in your heart. And once you get there, don't slow down.
Nurtured and honed over thousands of hours.
Yeah, is this real life right now?
It's what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. God bless. Brasil! Melbourne, wagwan my youths. What up, Baba?
Do you have what it takes to become the Esports Fight League World Champion?
Damn, Rob. Look at that thing, man. What a nice belt. Some champion is going to have that, dude.
I'm getting the chills, Bailey, and that even made me. I was already excited for the event, but now this is on a whole another level. We keep taking steps up that staircase towards greatness, and man, this is crazy. What a time to be a fan.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Registration is open right now if you do want to sign up to compete for that world title for $4,000 in cash prize and come down in front of a live audience. If you do sign up as well, you know, you can play more than one day. There's an elimination tournament on the first day, so you will get at least 7 or 8 matches, something like that. I don't know if it's that many, but a fair few fights as well, regardless, if you don't make it all the way to the final. If you want to just come and watch and you don't want to fight for the belt, that's fine. June 4th and 5th, HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. We will be there. Right, Rob, let's go to the next fight of the evening, third fight tonight. We've got some vets and returning fighters here as well. We've got KM Skitch taking on TMF's Matty D, Rob.
Here we go. We got ranked 17th KM Skitch, 3-3, a veteran this season. Performance of the night, utilizing the Robbie Lawler pick. He's got good fight IQ. He's well-rounded and very adaptable in the octagon, but he's going against ranked 16th TMF Matty D, 1-0, undefeated this season. Well-balanced, high fight IQ, and a deadly top game. Let's talk about these picks, Balian.
Yep, we're going to go to welterweight, I believe this is. It might be, I think it's lightweight, actually. Looks like we've got 2 Conor McGregors locked in again, same as last match. Undoubtedly, it's nice to see other skill levels, but Conor, he's very good, isn't he, Rob?
He is very good. If you're looking to
if
you're looking to go in there and throw kill shots with high velocity, especially in a 3-round fight, Balian, I mean, if you're not trying to go to the ground, pick the man with the crown, and that's Conor McGregor, the double champ.
Yep, that is true as well. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of well-rounded picks who can make it this weight class, but we've got another McGregor mirror match. And if they don't test each other's ground skills tonight, maybe we'll see it at another date. So,
possibly.
Matty D 1-0 right now, undefeated this season. Coming in, looking to stay undefeated is Matty D right now. He's got that high-level fight IQ. I believe Matty is in the red, and we have Skitch from the Kingsman camp in the blue here as well. So let's see the strategy, both mirroring each other with the side kicks already. Lead kick fake there by Skitch up the straight left. Already, Matty hunting that high percentage rear left hook, double jab, left hook right there. Half head health taken off, and that's the danger of throwing those body kicks.
Yeah, Matty made him pay dearly there. Skitch trying to put on that pressure, Matty firing back. And both gentlemen really want to take the center of the octagon, you could tell. Oh, but it is Skitch doing some good work right now in the beginning of moments of this round.
Yeah, Matty definitely filling the space very quickly, darting in with a double jab, and then throwing the left hand, trying to do anything to get inside those kicks, almost trying to capitalize every time Skitch goes to them. He's also hunting that rear uppercut to the body. It's a great move, Rob, but it's not always that easy to land. Oh, another double jab straight left, though.
Good work. Both guys feinting in and out with their footwork. Another long shot, a lot of jabs, and there's a kick by Skitch. Nothing too crazy, though. And, wow, a lot of in and out movement.
Yeah, it's always a little dangerous trying to throw those kicks from the outside, because when you do fall short, you get clipped. There's lead leg feint. There's some going into a head kick. Is Skitch? Check that one, though. Lead hook by Matty lands nicely. Still trying to pressure back off this cage. Skitch again with the lead leg fake. He's using that a lot.
That's a beautiful technique. That's how he landed that head kick so flush, so early.
Yeah, but Matty has been darting through, so he might make a read on it and just start blitzing through every time he sees that lead leg. And that might leave him that seconds to close distance, get that straight left on Skitch's chin as he's winding up. But so far, he's doing good. Still quite an even round, I would say, given the left hook. There's a nice check, though, by Matty, and he lands a rear uppercut and a lead hook on the inside as well. Frozen him long enough. The skitch moving forward there, Rob. Got pretty aggressive, even though he took a few shots. And eats a rock as well.
Yeah, nice little clean uppercut. And Matty D starting to find some rhythm here. Really putting on that pressure. Really loving that double jab entry is Matty. Skitch needs to make that read.
Yeah, Skitch seems to get hit and then start coming forward more, which kind of led to him getting hit. There was a lovely low block rear uppercut straight right there from Skitch. Nice work. Oh, just overreaching. It's so dangerous when you shoot from the outside like that with kicks, Rob, and you just fall short. You're going to get hit almost every time. And Matty did a good job landing a three-piece on the inside right there.
Her ability when you mistime those kicks and you eat a couple shots, especially from McGregor, and the block and the head held is being punished right now in this first round by Matty D, looking on fire.
Oh, there's a nice chopping liver shot there as well. No worries. And the horn sounds. Good first round.
Good first round. And you're seeing 17 significant strikes for Skitch. But look at the rock Bailey and the knockdown. I guess the control time. I don't know when he got control time, but it's there. Good first round for the man on the left there in the red gloves.
Matty D, Rob. That's Matty D.
Oh, I knew his name, baby.
Oh, nice lead uppercut from Matty right there. Yeah, Skitch, ever since taking that rock, has been pressuring quite a lot, and he just seems to be running into more shots. Maybe he wasn't confident in the strategy he was using before, trying to change things up. Matty's just touching him, though. There he goes. Touches him again with that lead hook. Big weapon for Matty, and gets a stack as well. This is bad for Skitch. He's going to take a ton of damage in this position. He's raining down the shots. Ooh.
Yeah, Matty D is starting to tune him up right now, landing some sweet, devastating shots. You see that head health on Skitch already low, and Skitch kind of just coming forward, just eating bombs right now. What is he doing? Matty D unloading.
Big left hook one more time for Matty D. We've seen that be so effective with Connor. And that head kick almost landed right there. Nice job by Skitch. Get off the center line with the straight. Came over the top of the roundhouse. Turning side kick is nice. But every time he walks forward, he just seems to get hit.
Yeah, he seems to get hit, and that left hook was nasty. You know, he's got to be careful. Skitch needs to be aware and not take any more of these shots. Oh, my goodness. Devastating combination by Matty D. But here comes Skitch putting on the pressure, but a slip. Watch out.
Yeah, Matty seems to just be a little bit more competent in terms of putting the combinations together. Has a little bit of experience more. Oh, there's the rear uppercut. Another shot just lands. Yeah, Matty just kind of knows those extra shots, those 3- and 4-piece combinations, and there, Skitch cannot take any more. Came off the block. He's got to slip, rip, find a big counter shot right here, and Matty's going to run away with this one in a matter of moments.
This is not looking good for Skitch. He's already been cracked a bunch of times, dropped, and now the cherry on top is going to be placed by Matty D. When is he going to do it? Probably very soon here.
Oof. And Skitch, unfortunately, hasn't really made any adjustments since getting tagged. Hasn't been able to find a new strategy or mix things up. Goes with the darting hook, another lead uppercut, maybe the third or fourth. That's landed pretty hard in this contest, and Matty D looks to put a nail in the coffin here. And
I don't get... Sorry, Bailey, go ahead.
Skitch is a very well-respected community member here, one of the bigger French community members. But Matty D has been hyped by a lot of people behind the scenes, Rob, and you can kind of see why.
Yeah, you know, 1-0, Skitch with that 3-3 record. And I'm not sure why Skitch is coming forward trying to get these trading battles with Matty D. Beautiful catch there by Skitch to roll him over. Now he's on top, 30 seconds, gets that denied, and it's just interesting, Bailey. You know, he's stepping forward, he's inside the range, and he's trying to trade, but he does not have the head health to do so.
Oh, went for the quick get up. Gonna get swept right there. Matty might get a little cheeky posture. 2 shots here. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Nice job though by Skitch. He does make it to the 3rd round. And with McGregor, of course, it's all to play for. Still only 4 significant strikes that round though, Rob.
Completely dominant round for Matty D, landing some devastating shots. Now Skitch has to fight perfect, find a pull counter, a slip hook, a slip straight and just devastate his opponent somehow, some way. Pull a rabbit out of his hat, Balian.
And don't forget, Skitch is coming off of a performance of the night in his last fight at ESFL 141.
Yeah.
And that was his last fight. That was 2 weeks ago. Oh, another left hand, though, by Matty D. He's been sniping with it. And he just seems to touch Skitch every time he throws, and throws the right punch every time as well. 3 shots to the body right there. Skitch survives. The body health is just fine, but that block on that head health is just about to go. And Matty just winging the hooks. There it's going to be the TKO finish. Good work by Matty D. Constant pressure, Rob, just tagging him non-stop as well.
Great performance by Matty D. Really was not in danger at all throughout that fight, and really put it on his opponent with those aggressive pinpoint sniper combinations. The aggressiveness, I mean, he was just on fire from the opening seconds of that fight, and you see just the ferocity of the assault there. Matty D now 2-0, beating a veteran in the ESFL.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't make it look easy, but it certainly looked easier than and I'm sure it was, because Skitch has been fighting a lot of tough guys. He's 3-3. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, to get 3 wins in the ESFL. But yeah, Matty came in, looked very, very good tonight, Rob. 2-0 now as well. So I'd like to see him fight someone a little bit higher ranked up, maybe.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, test him, see how good he really is going to be, and see if he could get to the top. Always fun when you match these guys up, when they have these amazing performances, and excited for the future for this prospect here, Matty D.
Yeah, and if you want to keep an eye on the prospects and how things are shifting around, don't forget, if you follow us on Twitter, the ESFL Twitter or the Discord or Instagram, we post the rankings updates on there as well, so you can just kind of, yeah, I find it helps to keep an eye on, you know, just the general rankings, get a better idea on a week-to-week basis how the ESFL's moving. So go on jump on the socials if you haven't followed us there. All right, we're going to move to number 4 tonight, excuse me. We have the returning Kingsman, M-Town, 3-3. Robbie's taking on FSK's Jay Robinson.
Yes, M-Town ranked 18th, recently knocked out FSK Optics and EK Issues. Technical striker, good takedown defense, good head movement, but he's going against ranked 14th FSK Jay Robinson with a winning record of 2-1. He's a late replacement tonight, but had a huge win over ESFL veteran Tad earlier this season. He's bringing in solid grappling, effective body work, and solid pressure. This is in the bantamweight division. Let's see who they decide to select.
Yeah, looks like we might get another Jan Dillashaw matchup. We saw Dillashaw player take advantage of the kicks, use the wrestling, those takedowns as well. Not that Jan doesn't have takedowns, Rob, but he's not got the best single and double legs, you know, shooting from the out. EJ has higher moves, you know, 3-stars, 4-star takedowns.
Right, and Peter Yan, if he does get you down, he does have some nice power that he could utilize to posture up and get into that full mount position. And there is the selection from Jay Robinson. Peter Yan bringing in that power, and M-Town with who else, Balian? Peter Yan.
We're going to mirror match it. We're going to go red. I believe this is our 3rd mirror match in a row tonight. All right.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the nastiest fighter of them all, Balian?
It's an interesting choice to mirror match in this game. I can understand why you do it, especially if your strategies are similar, but in a game where there are so many different ways to win and so many different ways to win a fight, you know, you can win at range, you can win in close, you can win by dominating the clinch, you can win by continuously shooting takedowns, you can win by cardio. There's a lot of different strategies to mirror match with your opponent while you take away a chance of exploiting your opponent's weaknesses, really. I mean, you can exploit them when you mirror match, but you know, there are other paths to victory. But hey, mirror match is a mirror match, and here we go. Both men picking them up right here. I believe Jay Robinson is in the red, and yeah, M-Town in the blue.
And yeah, you know, if the rules allow mirror matches, the athletes are going to utilize that strategy. But here we go. We see Jay Robinson putting on the pressure here, trying to pressure M-Town outside of those lines, but M-Town fighting his way. Ooh, misses that body teep kick. Good footwork from M-Town.
Yeah, being careful, jabbing his way in.
Woo.
Ooh, big right hand already from
those hands up.
And the switch kick on the break. Lovely timing. And the straight right of Yan once again proves to be a dangerous weapon. It's all about the timing on that shot, though. And M-Town drawing first blood like they're already 2 minutes into this first round.
It seems M-Town caught Jay sleeping a little bit. Maybe you're taking that body, catches him with that lead uppercut. Ooh, right hand lands. M-Town looking good. M-Town looking sharp.
And Jay is circling into that right hand. He's gone southpaw, and now he's moving to his left-hand side. He's going to go into that power side.
Right.
He's going to have to be careful of that big right hook. He's also losing the angle for the straight because he's going to his left. But we'll see if it benefits him in another way.
Jay trying to answer back. Still utilizing that backward movement. M-Town claiming that center of the octagon. Jay hovering at the outside. Ooh. Oh, beautiful 1-2 head kick landing flush for Jay Robinson.
Yeah, didn't do that much damage. Nice ankle pick for M-Town, and that was very fast at the perfect range. Snatched it. And that's another way to make sure you win a mirror match, Rob. You take your opponent down, you get on top. It's no longer a mirror match.
Especially when you get the takedown, you're right into that side control position where you could do so many different things. And M-Town choosing to posture up here. Not really able to get too much damage off.
Nice work, though. 2 short shots, that'll do. Mount fake right there gives a little window for Robinson to go back to full guard. Chopping away with short shots now. Free posture up, free transition there as well for M-Town. And takes side control as well. That's not great ground defense there by Jay Robinson. He's going to give up the knee on belly as well. He can take a few shots.
Good deep. Couple good elbows there, Bailey. Another one.
He's going to find his way back to half guard, but has to be careful with the stamina management when on the ground because M-Town's looking to take advantage. You saw him posture up, get the free transition, and then go straight to side control as well, all because he had a little bit of a stamina advantage. So in the second round, let's see if he looks to that. But end of the first. Good first round. M-Town with the rock, but no, he did get the takedown as well. So M-Town definitely up.
Town doing work here. Getting on top, getting to that side control position, landing some short elbows. We'll see how this second round plays out. Anyone's fight still. But look at the damage there. Almost perfect on that right side.
Jab, lead uppercut, straight lead hook. Kind of an insane combination by M-Town. Nice Otsugari. Good defense from Jay, though. Read it quite well. Or at least it was blocking down, but it went into this back transition, and then he just ran forward into another takedown. Not always easiest to stop. M-Town maybe thought he had a bit of an advantage there when he found the top position. Robbie's hunting for it early there and a drag down as well. Jay in a bad spot, but he gets the deny on the posture up. Will he get a gallop from here? He's going to it one more time to the feet. Rob, is he going to stay up?
It seems he's fighting for it. This is a big moment here. Can he just... Oh, beautiful. Hits that R2. Denies the jump up, but still on the back. And there is the escape. Good defense by Jay Robinson.
I mean, it's not easy to stop a player that really wants to take you down with that assault, and he gets him straight back, Rob. I love it. That's a payback right there. Well done by Jay, managing to stay on his feet for that whole sequence, training a little bit of long-term stamina with the denials, and then gets his own Otsugari. So, it's an Osotogari, I believe, but there we are. Full mount now. Let's see if Jay can get a little bit of damage off on M-Town.
Oh, a nice straight punch to start it off. Couple of big hooks right here. Jay doing some good work on top. Gets that deny as well. This guy's got some top game.
He does indeed. He's going to build stamina and GA by taking this time with the shots. Left foot straight, foot straight. Now got to move his head here. Great work on top.
Yeah, it seems that M-Town is not used to being on his back, and Jay up top is hitting these nasty right flicks, and he's building up the GA with these short shots. He's going to posture up Balian, and here comes the bombs. Good catch, though, by M-Town.
Good frame, but no. Once again, Jay Robinson holding this top position, chopping away and repostures. Doubling up on the hooks now. Nice slip from M-Town. Knows you got to get that head move to avoid those straight shots in mount because they add up so quickly.
For sure, and it's the first time in this fight that M-Town is facing a little bit of adversity, and Jay starting to have his way with him on the mat. It seems he is the better player on top from what we have seen so far.
Good job hitting that sprawl, raining the shots down now. And this is such a good turnaround from Jay. You know, he was losing that first round, Rob.
He was.
Motown came out thinking, all right, you know what, that takedown let me win that first round. I'm going to get the top position. Jay says no, 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 and then reverses and takes top position himself. We've got a minute left for something crazy to happen, but good adjustment from Jay.
Definitely, M-Town knows how dominant Jay can be, and that's going to be in the back of his head, and that could open up some striking offense for Jay.
Ooh, double jab into the 2, and then the lead hook as well. The 4-punch combinations coming out from Jay right now. Both have a little bit of stamina to burn, considering there's only 1 round left. Oh, straight lead overhand, and he checks him with the lead hook as well. Great work by Jay. And what a way to swing the momentum of the fight, Rob.
I felt it. I felt the swing. Jay starting to find his mojo, starting to get inside that rhythm. And this is a big moment. The 3rd and final round, 1 apiece. Can M-Town fight off Jay, who is starting to heat up, Bailey? And then Osoto right off the bat. Jay Robinson on the attack.
Now, to be fair, I believe Motown started the Sotogari.
He did. That's true.
Sotogari trip. So Jay Robinson giving him a taste of his own medicine. Jay repping the FSK, the Flow State Kings camp tonight, who are fairly new still, let's say, in the grand scheme of esports camps for UFC, but they've certainly got a fair few members, a big stable to train with, and they'll be happy with Jay's performance, I think, tonight, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you're in the ESFL and you face a little bit of an adversity in that first round, you're able to turn the tides. That speaks volumes to your mental game and your training. And those guys got him prepared for this moment. He's starting to piece up M-Town.
Yeah, Jay just keeping the feet in perfect position to just chop and stab with the 1s and the 2s. M-Town trying to slip off the center line. He's doing a good job, but just not get anything in return. Needs to slip straight.
He is cracking him with that straight, Balian.
Just touch, touch, touch. Knows it's annoying. Knows beating him up. There is that straight, Rob, yeah.
He's just standing his ground and just waiting for that opening, and he's just cracking that straight down the pipe onto M-Town. M-Town having some trouble. He's fighting back right now. Nice little sharp elbow. Jay Robinson, though, putting on the pressure.
This has become a boxing game now, literally.
It has.
There's a teep. I was going to say, you can teep the guy if you don't want him in front of you like that. Nice work there, though, by both men. Head movement on the inside. Both content to box. Jab lead hook for M-Town.
What a fun 3rd round. These guys are just standing their ground, and they're just throwing shots.
Oh, man,
technical shots.
Really trying to bank some head movement here as well. Jay pulling, nothing doing. M-Town hunting him. Woo. Jab low, straight misses right there. Oh, the teep comes up. Jay trying to bust through the block, but don't forget M-Town got the better of the striking on the feet in the 1st round. That's going to give him some confidence as the left hand that lands.
Definitely M-Town showing he still has some fight left. It's a head kick though from Jay, and Jay standing his ground. Shots being thrown. They're trading, both landing good shots. Oh, but it's Jay getting the better of these exchanges.
Someone's going to go down in a minute. We've got 1 minute left in this fight. It's 1-1 apiece. I mean, it's pretty much down to this final minute right now, Rob. Who's going to make a mistake? Who's going to find a counter shot? There's another straight right that lands for Jay. He's certainly done more damage to the head, you would think. Oh, the head kick, though! Oh, my God. At the end, in the last 30 seconds, M-Town lands a head kick, swings it back. Jay has 20 seconds, Rob.
That head kick might have just stole this fight, but here comes Jay fighting valiantly. M-Town ducks out of the way. They're exchanging elbows.
Oh!
What a fight, what a round.
I think he just won the fight with a head kick.
I think he did.
Don't leave it in the hands of the judges, as they say. Jay was doing well in the 2nd round, came out aggressive in the 3rd, but M-Town kept composed. Found a shot for that head kick. We'll have to check the judges' scorecards and see. Here's that 3rd round. We're going to see it there. Bam! Just threw it up. No setup. Just timed it really well. Here we go. Jay was the red gloves. M-Town was the blue gloves.
Yes, Jay's got to be kicking himself that he didn't have his hands up for that head kick. Here we go.
2 rounds to 1. For M-Town. There you go. Kingsman's M-Town pulls it back from the jaws of defeat. I feel like he lost almost 8 minutes of that fight in a row, but then still won at the end there. So great performance from both guys. Hung in there. And, if you're getting overwhelmed, sometimes you do have to just be patient, Rob, and just look for that kill shot. That's what he did, and it damn near won him the fight.
It did win him the fight. Yeah, he was dealing. You had a good 1st round, M-Town, and then you saw Jay in that 2nd round starting to heat up. behind the top game pressure, you know, the success that he had in that full mount position kind of translated into his striking confidence. And then you saw Jay just walking down M-Town, just cracking it with that straight band, just clack, clack. But then M-Town, you know, staying strong on that back foot, and then finds that kill shot that you were talking about, lands that left head kick flush, knocks him down, and steals all the momentum back in a flash. This guy is a DC hero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and M-Town goes to 4-3 now as well, so it'll be good to not have to go into the negative side on the old record there for season 3. Let's move straight on to the middleweight division here, Rob. We've got the return of a very much talked about player amongst the community, Caliber, and coming back is Jake, who's a long-time vet. He actually got banned for a year, Rob, but he's back now and ready to compete once again. I think he's been competing a little bit this season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2-1 so far this season, but yeah, these two are ready to go, Rob.
They're ready to go. Killer Jake, banned for banned substances, you know, and ranked 13th, 2-1. This man likes to work the body well. He's high level with his striking, very patient, but he's going against this guy in KM Caliber, who is ranked 12 right now, 4-4 on a complete win streak, upsetting Slick Colt in his last fight. And most of his losses have come, Balian, when he is filling in late. And they have talked a lot about this guy, saying that he is underachieved. He is so much better than what he has shown in the ESFL. And now he is ready to show his true potential. And tonight is the starting position for that journey. Here we go. Let's see what they decide to pick here.
Yep. Middleweight, I love to see it. Killer Jake hanging over Damian Maya right now, which would be a great pick against Israel Adesanya. I feel like, just why not? Just pure
exciting.
Pure jiu-jitsu. I'd love to see it. We've seen Izzy do okay here in the ESFL, but really the win percentage is like 15%, I think, for Israel Adesanya. You have to be so precise. You've got to use those side kicks, those knees to the body. Let's see what Jake looks to counter with, though.
He's hovering over Damian Maya, and if he does pick him, that would be very exciting because we will be just holding our breath, but no.
Oh.
Robert Whitaker, a solid pick, good striking. I mean, all around, right? And then Marvin Vettori, Balian.
Yeah, I love Vettori as a counter pick for Whitaker. Because Vettori is so tough in this game. Your chin stat, your recovery, your ability to recover from rocks. But Vettori is just a walking tank. You can kick as well. The one thing you're going to have a disadvantage with is the footwork, so you have to mix the kicks in. Otherwise, Killer Jake's probably going to enter and exit, no problem. The takedowns are there for Caliber as well, but for Jake Robb, he's going to have a big advantage in the striking.
Yeah, he really is. You know, Marvin Vettori has a lot of speed in his hands, but he does not have the power that Whitaker possesses. And Whitaker also has a lot of recovery, too, so it's going to be a tough fight for Caliber. Let's see how he utilizes Marvin Vettori.
Yeah, he just needs to make it a war and really lean on those recovery stats. Early takedown attempt, which is a great opportunity right here, but doesn't get it. Nice defense, gets punished to the body as well by Jake, who looks like he's going to try and remain patient in the face of this Caliber onslaught. But Caliber needs to just move forward and keep this fight a dirty fight.
Look how much stamina was taken from that one takedown defense right there. That was a chunk. Good stuff by Killer Jake. Ooh, a beautiful check there on that lead leg. And Killer Jake looking very promising with his defense here early in this round.
Yeah, but the one thing that Caliber needs to remember is that, you know, Vettori is very tough. If he gets hit, that really doesn't matter. It's how he reacts to getting hit. If he starts to worry about it, if he starts getting too defensive, as he starts backing up. Because he can take a punch, no problem with Vettori. And in fact, Rob, he's landing this left hand several times down the inside.
He has doing a good job with that left hand. Killer Jake is entering with that double jab, and we're getting a little bit of lag here and there, but the fight continues.
I think the fight itself is a little laggy for both guys right here, so they're going to have to do a little bit of figuring out and they'll get into it by about, you know, the second round at least. But good work so far from Caliber. Wins the overhand into the double leg. You love to see that, Rob. I mean, that's like wrestle boxing 101 and MMA. Oh, but he denies the pass, foot on the hips, get up, or straight back to the feet.
Oh, good job by Killer Jake getting back to that feet, throwing some shots, and we're seeing some feinting from Caliber. Caliber looking like he's getting a little bit more comfortable, but Killer Jake grabs that leg and pressures him against the fence and lands a couple of shots, keeping him at range.
Oh, Yeah, it was good work there by Jake. The way he ran Caliber down, hit the block twice, and then trickled through to the head health. That's the kind of stuff he needs to do. Chase Caliber. Keep trying to poke at him when he's retreating like that.
And I love the way that...
Go on.
I was just going to say, I love the way that Killer Jake, after he grabs the kick, Bailey, and he kind of combos off those clinch positions with like 3 or 4 extra punches at the end.
Yeah, really chases Caliber away. Stays long on it. I like how much the kicks that Caliber's using, though. He's going to need to do that to keep him guessing, keep him honest. Nice job blocking that head kick because it flew up there. But we only saw one takedown attempt from Caliber. He didn't get it. Like you said, Rob, he took a big stamina hit, and he's not shot another one since then.
Yeah, because if he gets denied a couple more times, I mean, that could be it. He's already losing a lot of stamina. You're seeing Killer Jake, and now he's attacking. Big uppercut drops him, but the up kick saves Caliber for the meantime.
Yeah, he kind of hung out in the pocket there while he was getting tagged, and tried to make it a bit of a slugfest there for a second. You could see there was a moment he thought about backing out, but he stayed in, tried to slip and roll with the head movement, and got re-tagged again. And that's what I mean about just remembering that you can take a punch with Vittori, because if you get cracked, don't let that change your game plan. Stay committed, stay, focused, and he got a head kick there at the end. Some damage on both sides.
He did, but when he missed that head kick and you saw Whitaker duck, my goodness, Caliber's stamina really gassed out. And you can see a huge advantage here in the stamina department for Killer Jake. And Killer Jake is attacking that body, mixing up his combinations well. Pay attention to that into the later rounds. Or the third round.
Oh, slip to the inside there. Nice work. And there's the double leg adjustment. Went to the body lock, onto the back. And great work there by Caliber. He moved that early. Killer Jake rolling through the full guard right here. Sensible. Going to try and make his way back to the feet slowly, no doubt.
Yes, on top, you see from the bottom there, trying to utilize some fakes. Both men trying to get some fakes. There's a deny from the top, and then he steps right over Caliber on the offensive assault in the half guard position. Gets another denial, and that's going to allow him to posture up here. And he's going to use that stamina advantage, Bailey, to go right in his side control.
Ooh, nice short elbow there. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Okay, we're still in.
Little bit of lag.
The crucifix attempt there denied, and Jake goes back to half guard. That's good. Caliber needs to get as much damage off as he can in this top position. Side control was going to help him. He's not going to get it, though.
Full. Good stuff.
Nice work right there.
Again.
Refakes mount, though. That's where you want to be. Here comes the posture once the stamina's full. Oh, those short shots are coming in. No head movement from Jake. Those did damage to the block and the head.
Yeah, just decided to go straight down with 4 shots. Sometimes that could throw you off if you don't expect your opponent to do that, and he went for it. A little bit risky there because you can't slip and get top position from the bottom there, but Caliber on fire here in the ground department.
Oof.
Ooh, what a deny, Bay.
Yeah, just in time. Use that sprawl fake to try and avoid the damage, but it got denied, and then the posture up again. Yep, half stamina, so takes the free transition back to side control. Good work from Caliber. This is what you need to do. Let's try and win this fight.
Definitely. Getting control time, landing some nice elbows here, really making Killer Jake work. And now going for that guillotine, but faking it and getting the backside position. Good stuff right here, and denies the get up. My goodness, he is on fire.
Caliber definitely doing everything he can to make this an uncomfortable fight. Double deny right there. See if he goes for the posture up. Does. But rolls back through the side control instead for some consistent damage. I've noticed we've got no crowd this fight, Rob.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Pretty much me and you are in charge of hyping up this fight because these guys don't know how to do their settings. But, that's okay with us, I guess.
That was kind of risky by Jake there, trying to hit that get up. Out to the side right there.
Slippery.
Get some pay. Body shots coming. No. Oof. This is where Caliber's walking backwards, but he doesn't really need to. He's got the head health advantage. It's just Jake's coming forward with the pressure. Caliber is going to take more damage by walking backwards like this, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. What a sick little step strike there. And Bailey, Caliber did such a phenomenal job to, I think, solidify that round. I don't know if that rock at the end is going to steal it, but I think he just knew that round was in the bag. That's why he was backing up. He just wanted to get that one in the pocket. But because he did that, like you said, he might have lost it. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, he could have re-clinched or something, but it's tough when you've got a Whitaker player running at you. You know, Whitaker's very fast, does a ton of damage, but by going backwards, he's just going to take more damage, unfortunately. Caliber using the footwork nicely to get out of range there. Keeps bailing on that double leg to take that back, which is not an easy thing to do, but he's getting it done. Knee to the body there as well. Gonna try and start with this pressure. Double jab from Caliber, trying to hold the ground a little more, Rob.
Yeah, he's putting on a lot of pressure. Ooh, nice left hand lands for Killer Jake. Killer Jake's trying to fight this man off. He knows he needs to defend the takedown to win, and Caliber, he really wants that takedown. He knows it's where he can win, and he tries again, this time jumping up on the back. Oof. Very dangerous here for Jake.
Nice work on the back. Rolls through the backside right here. Gonna take half guard as Jake tries to take full guard, and back to side control. No, side saddle. Jake back to side control though. Tough fight to score, Rob.
Yeah, really tough. And Killer Jake needs to be careful, because in that second round he took a lot of head damage and lost a lot of control time, and these flicks on top of control from Caliber seems to be a little overwhelming here.
Yeah, there's a bump there from half guard. Jake managing to avoid damage, gonna lose on control time, but if he can get back to the feet and do some damage, he can swing this fight right back the other way. Every time he takes mount, he's getting hardly any time to work right here. Nice deny that time though. Here comes Caliber. Oh, denied right there by Jake.
That was a sweet deny from the bottom, a huge play, but dang, Caliber again on that right side.
Oh,
this is where he did a lot of work, but he's completely gassed out here, Bailey, and on top.
Yeah, that one slip cost him so much stamina again with the denies. Crazy by Caliber. Good job. We've seen a lot of that tonight. Double shot to give him the posture. All left hook, straight. Oh, he's having damage now.
And finally, you know, Jake has been playing this game where he's been going right. Oh my goodness, beautiful transition sweep from the bottom.
Nice job rolling him straight over the top. Kimura fake right there. Gonna go full guard return. Half guard straight pass for Jake. Probably gonna try and get some mount, try and get some damage. There's the half guard posture up. He's not really throwing too much, just short shots still.
And does he decide to stay on the bottom and do some damage, or stand up and try to get a knockout, Balian? Looks like he's gonna stay here.
Yeah, he's committed to this. Does get the posture up, but immediately a slip from Caliber. And then returning to half guard, so he's going to have to start all over again, and he's only got 30 seconds left on the clock. He might get up here. No, wants to put the hook in, maybe to flatten. Gonna get another mount. Posture up here, some damage. Oh, good frames though, and the block is still up. Oh, what a close fight.
Very close fight. And there's the winner there. Caliber! No judges as well.
Well done from Caliber right there to get a win. What a tough fight, Rob. Back, forth. Jake taking the meta pick there in Whitaker, but we talked about a little bit at the start. You know, if you're taking Vettori, you're strong, you're tough, you got a chin, you got cardio, just got to push the pace and just remember that you will recover from whatever damage you take.
For sure. And, you know, Caliber really found his rhythm on the ground and knew that was his path to victory. And he was able to get that takedown, get that bail back take, and really use that to get Killer Jake to the mat. And when he had him on the mat, Balian, when he was postured up, I mean, Jake was like, all right, I'm going to go to the right. Okay, he denied this. I'm going to go to the right again. Double down. Dang, he denied again. There's no way he's going to go right again. And he called him on his bluff, denied that so many times, and really was able to do a lot of damage. Caliber with Vettori. Beautiful work on the ground in these positions.
Beautiful work on the ground. Use Vettori very well. And yeah, I do think that's the counter pick to Whitaker, is that Vettori pick. As long as you use the kicks, if you try and box, you're going to have a tough time trying to catch up with range and stuff. But Caliber mixed everything together really well there. So there we go. Right, we're going to go back to bantamweight now. We've got two more vets coming straight up, Rob. Dirty Dave taking on Kezza. Both men inside the top 10 as well. This is a good matchup.
Yeah, this is a great matchup. You know, for our sixth fight, we have ranked number 6 against ranked number 3, and BFAP Dirty Dave sitting number 6 here, 5-4. Season 3 wins versus FSK J Robinson, Skitch, and Hammer. This is the last person to beat Hammer at ESFL 125 Balian, the current champion, who we'll see later tonight. And Kezza, ranked number 3, 6-3 record. He's a late replacement, and he's got wins over Webcam, Danny, and Noetta. And these two are going to clash, and I cannot wait to see who they select here in the bantamweight division. Balian, what do you think?
I think we're probably going to get another Yarn mirror match.
Say it ain't so, baby.
Third one of tonight. Oh no, the first fight wasn't a mirror match, was it?
I think it was TJ Dillashaw versus Piotr Jan. It seems that players are going towards this pick. Must be the best pick in the game, Balian. Who would you pick if you were in this spot?
Cody Garbrandt is the best pick in the game. We've talked about this. Okay?
He's got a chin on him, don't he?
You don't need a chin if you're good at this game, okay? You shouldn't get punched.
Sorry, Balian.
Anyway, the footwork, the speed, the power. Yarn is locked in, though. The mirror match, so we'll see how these guys approach this one. Who's going to do what? We're going to see that force of nature perk. Both guys level 99 as well. Look at that. Are you level 99 yet?
Yes, I am. I'm level 99.
I'm like 30 something on red.
Come on, Balian. Like... Step up your game.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Dave in the blue, Kez in the red. Dave more of a grappler, but can hang on the feet. Kez with the immediate pressure, though.
Indeed, a lot of pressure. These guys are just clashing in the middle. A lot of head movement, big overhand swings there from Kezza.
Yeah, Kez 6-3 right now, so late notice replacement, but also the number 3 guy in the world. So
right,
taking a short notice fight, wanting to get another win on his record, make it 10 fights this season for Kezza right now. That's almost one every show. I don't think that's true, but he's fought a lot. Dave kind of wilting under this pressure a little bit, Rob. Biding his time. They trade right hooks there, though. Ooh.
Yeah, Kezza, you see that uppercut land. He's getting the better of these exchanges, able to land that bigger shot and just be a little bit faster to the punch. Nice front kick to the face. Snaps Dirty Dave's head back.
Yeah, Kez is just brutal. I mean, he's just touching you everywhere you are. Oh, and he ducked into that uppercut as well, but it was just out of range. Lead uppercut comes back from Kez. Lead hook, nice check. Oh, Dave catches him with a lead and then a beautiful spear takedown. Look at that, Rob.
Dirty stuff from Dirty Dave. Uses the striking to set up the takedown. Beautiful. Now on top is Dirty Dave. And this round, the momentum swinging back in his favor.
Yep, short little shots from the top right there. Denies the little bump and retakes top mount. Here we go. Oh, Dirty Dave, bump into half guard, nice work. Gonna try and find his way back to the feet, no doubt. Dave usually takes that side control position if he's able to. Looks like he's charging a top mount though. He will step over and get that, and postured up as well. This is bad news.
Very bad. Here comes the bombs, but the defense of Kezza on point. And this is a great way for Dirty Dave to slow down that beautiful start from Kezza, who seemed to just be in rhythm, ready to go right off the bat. But a nice denial from the bottom. That's going to set up the half guard position. Good job by Kezza.
Yep. Denies there. Good job. You know, Dave just wants to grind this out as much as he can. Bit of posture up damage. And this is such a good way to, you know, get ahead over your opponent in the first round, especially the mirror match, especially when you have that force of nature perk. Dave was taking a little bit of damage on the feet, but that rock from the lead hook plus this damage, I mean, this is Dave's round right now.
No doubt at all, and this body work is nice as well. And, you know, Dirty Dave just moseying on over to a round 1 victory, and he's going to be able to get some pressure here. There's the stand-up, and we'll see what happens in this last exchange.
Oof. Nice 1-2 from Kez, still pushing forward regardless of the damage he's already taken. Going to burn that gas tank out a little bit as well, swinging that much. But we'll see, it's only a 3-round fight. Oh, he's getting through another right hand from Dave.
Again, Dirty Dave cracks him. And you see Kezza getting right to work with it, which is what you want to see from someone who had just got taken down, Balian. But then Dirty Dave is just finding his mark, finding these beautiful shots, and a big round for Dirty Dave. Here we go. Round number 2.
Yeah, you can see the veterancy of Dirty Dave right there. And he came out with a full stamina bar as well, which is always nice to see. Kez definitely throwing a ton of significant strikes, so Lost a fair chunk right there as well. Also taking a fair bit of leg damage as well off that lead leg.
Right.
Put that down a little easier, perhaps. Kez trying to put damage on the face of Dave, though.
Definitely. Ooh, and you see Kez throwing these vicious long combinations, and they're really doing a lot of damage. Yeah, Dirty Dave has won the round, and he has more rocks, but the head health damage, the Force of Nature perk is all Kezza right now.
Oof. Rear uppercut coming up the middle. Dave just waiting for his opportunity, though. This is how he got the rock early, and at the end, oh, beautiful timing on the wheel kick. It actually took a chunk of head health off as well. Dave just being patient here, Rob. You can tell he's not forcing anything. He's just looking for those split seconds where he can take advantage. Nice body shot right there, and Kane touched him with the 2-3 on the way back.
Definitely, and they're popping each other in the middle here. Kezza really unloading, and Dirty Dave using that head movement. And if this makes it to the third round, Bailey, Dirty Dave is going to have such a stamina advantage, and another team kick to the body, and he's going to be able to do some real damage here to the body, but Kezza defending nicely. Oh, big uppercut!
Oh, and the wheel kick as well. Nice work by Kezza. Can Dave survive? He was doing so well up until this point. The ground and pound from Peter Yarn does so much damage, but Dave stays in the fight with one strike. Oh, he's repostured though, but he catches a frame. He's got a full mount. He's got a stamina advantage, Rob. He could run away with the fight right now.
Yes, he really could. I mean, what a play by Dirty Dave. In trouble, has the wherewithal to catch one of those shots.
Oh.
And now he's going to unload. Kezza with some good framing on that left side, though.
No problem. Dave does not keep mount. Was nearly put out there, though.
Indeed. A nice deny on top. Now he's going to be able to use that grapple advantage to get to the full mount position. Bailey, can he deny this one? No.
No, probably not. Half guard, the sprawl sit up for Kez. Dave gonna gladly chop away at the body. More damage. It's gonna add up on the scorecards. Did get completely dropped this round though. And Kez back to the feet.
Kez back to the feet, but gasping for air is Kev. Still unloading combinations. Knows he has him against the cage. Trying to catch him with that body kick. Still unloading. Kezza does not care about round number 3, Balian.
He does not care about round number 3. To be fair, he has hurt Dave quite a lot. It's not going to take a lot. One straight with decent damage, but there's a rock from Dave. Got a rear uppercut. But the up kick keeps him in it, and then a front kick right to the face. Wow.
What a fight.
Yeah,
both guys hurting each other.
Yeah, both are very, very hurt right now. Looks like they're both content to just wait for this third round. So you know what? Let's just wait it out. Crazy spinning it up there from Kez at the end of the round, but close fight, Rob.
Very close fight, very back and forth, but we know who has the clear advantage, who should win round number 3, and all you got to do is look up at that stamina, and it is Dirty Dave with a full Peter Yan gas tank, about to drop some nukes, but Kez is the one coming forward, but the Dirty Dave answering back, bang!
1-2 lead uppercut, 1-2 lead uppercut, twice in a row. It's all he needed, but not enough stamina or damage to put him out completely. But a nice drop at the start of this round, save him having to look for a takedown. Rob, he's got 4 minutes and a little bit of time here. Doesn't take mount, back to this sprawl position, but going straight to the backside now. Probably going to work for the double hooks or roll him over. There we go.
Dirty Dave on his back. Dirty Dave gets the denial. Now gaining even more grapple advantage with these short shots. He's going to use this to go to the top mount position, but because the rear naked choke is banned, it's pretty easy to deny these positions, I think.
It was a good deny right there.
It was.
From Kez. No ground and pound from Dave, even though there's not much head health. There it is. Oh, a nice roll through, though. I believe that was Dave taking it back to side control, where we talked about he loves being, gets a ton of damage off. Kez just picking between sprawl and side control now. But he's down at least one round, that first round. So Kez has got to do something this round if he wants to win the fight.
He really does, and he finds himself in these positions where he's just eating body shots. And again, Dave on top, where he wants to be, where he can win this fight. All he has to do is continue this amazing groundwork. And Kezza, the pressure is on him right now. Can he escape? He tries, but a denial again. And that stamina disadvantage, Balian, is going to be tough.
Nice deny right there from Daddy.
Wow.
From Kezza, excuse me, and back to the feet. So he does have at least 2 minutes to make something work. He keeps getting hit with that 1-2 lead uppercut from Dirty Dave, though, because Kez keeps level changing onto it. Pre-built into his DNA, another takedown by Dave. Loves it.
Dave being smart, gets the rock. Ooh, a nice denial there. Another denial, Balian. Oh my goodness, that's going to be the crucifix position, and I don't think Kez is going to be able to escape.
Yeah, Dave didn't even throw there, just waiting for the right opportunity. Kez immediately bucks out, though. Dave's not able to land anything yet, but he doesn't really need to. It's just the pressure of this position going to force Kezza into transition in with no stamina, and there's another denier, more elbows.
Oh! Vicious elbows from the top, but now he's hurt. He can finish the fight.
There we go.
Wow.
Well done by Dave. Continued to battle through round 1. Round 2 was a little crazy, ate that wheel kick, but came back out on top. Moves to 6 and 4, takes out Kezza. Rob, Kezza, the number 3 guy in the world. Dirty Dave takes him out.
Yeah, that was an insanely important fight right there for both competitors' career. You know, Kezza coming in on short notice. Dirty Dave at ranked number 6, but he comes in, he quells the initial flames of Kezza, who came at him like a train and ate some damage, but it was Kezza who just invested so much energy, Bailey, into those first couple of rounds and really gassed himself out, and that's because Dirty Dave kept going on top, landing those shots in that north-south position and just slow cooked him until the end, where he finished him on the ground. And we don't really see that too often, huh? That side control finish where they're so hurt, you get to finish the fight animation. My goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't like it because you're chopping away with elbows and then you posture up and you're like, hang on a minute, I was going to finish with the elbows. But great work, good finish by Dave. Like we said, that was his position. Look for it the whole fight. When he got that crucifix at the end there, after that double deny, we kind of knew that was the beginning of the end. And he made that happen right there as well. Okay, we're going to jump back to bantamweight, Rob. We've got Bucko, we've got SnB's mix-up here, Sprawl and Brawl coming in. Their head camp member there, or I think it's the head camp, but Hammer is in Sprawl and Brawl. So Sprawl and Brawl with mix-ups tonight, 1-0. Debut over Satchmo, Rob, but these two are ready to throw downs.
Already ranked 23, Bucko, 1-1. First ESFL win was against LWLB King, a kickboxer. Good on his back foot, solid takedown defense. SnB mix-ups, ranked 19th, 1-0. Debut win against Satchmo, technical fighter. Starts off a little bit slow, but has a lot of IQ, makes adjustments well. These two are going to collide here. And it seems finally, Bailey, that we might have another pick here, and it could be Rob Font, my favorite pick in the bantamweight division.
Oh, he's still picking Rob Font at bantamweight. That's interesting.
Yes.
I feel like I played him a bit when he came out, quite a lot. Not a lot of people use him here. He's a good counter pick to Peter Yan, I will say that. All depends on how you play him, but I think Bucko, if he can corral the pressure of SnB right here, he's locking it in, Rob. All right, you're a Rob Font player. How would you deal with a Yan player in this?
You know, whenever I go against a Yan player, I know that force of nature perk is there, so I really use the pressure and the length and the speed of Rob Font, and I take the fight to the Peter Yan player, and I put them under pressure, under duress quickly. You've got to take it to them, but you have to be careful as well. Can't run into the juggernaut shots, Balian. You got to be careful. We'll see how he deals with it.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a battle of ranges, and Bucko finding his range and trying to stay in his range, whereas Mix-Up is going to be trying to crash on the inside,
right,
and make this a bit more of a close range battle. But Rob has those teep kicks from the outside, those long straights, a bit of a submission threat as well. Gonna have to get on his bike and keep moving though, maybe chop the legs a little. But here we go. SnB's mix-ups with the Yan pick, Bucko in the blue with the Font pick.
I don't understand how these players can play with no crowd. Like, it's just a freaking library in there, man. We need some crowd. We need some emotion in there, boys. Come on. Step it up a little bit here. Okay, but here we go. Mix-ups, Bucko. Already Bucko coming on strong. And like you said, Billy, utilizing those teep kicks well and really putting on the pressure like I said he should.
Yeah, he's looking for that liver shot off the 1-2 as well. Not been able to land it yet, but in lieu of that, he's been finding a home for that teep kick. And yeah, that's a great way to deal with a Yan player, because if you can make this an outside fight and put him on the back foot, then you're gonna have a much easier time. You're gonna stay away from those boxing combinations. You can just flick your kicks on the outside, touch him up. Bucko doing a good job of that so far.
He is, and catches him there. He's got to be careful when he's on the inside, though. That's where Yan can do magic. Oh, another check. Bucko's defense is on point right now.
Oof, just whiffed on the big roundhouse right there from Bucko. And those are the ones you don't want to miss, because that gives mix-ups that split second to step with the inside and crash with a big right hand or a big left hook. Jab fake into the side kick, retakes the center a little bit right there. Lots of framing from mix-up, and I can see why he's doing it, but he's not really a long fighter, so all he's doing is exiting the pocket, and that's kind of the range he wants to be at.
Yeah, and it's really working out for him, and he's able to land a lot, but here's the takedown. Picks him, slams him on the ground.
Lovely adjustment right there from mix-ups. Exactly what he needed. Some damage and a change to the grappling part of this fight. Going to have an advantage on top with Yan as well. The ground and pound. And going to start working on the body right now. Wonder how long he'll hold this position. Bucko just taking the shots. Not giving up a half guard yet or anything. This is not going to help that force of nature perk.
Definitely not. And right now, big denial, and he is just digging into that body, Bailey, and you're seeing it every punch from the power of Peter Yan, just diminishing that body health. Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, I don't know why people sit here and take this, Rob. It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you really, really are not confident in your bottom game, and you do not want to go back to half guard, you just take so much damage from that position.
You really do, especially against a power puncher like Peter Yan. It's okay to do it once, but he can't do it time and time again, because we already see, you know, the stamina depleted, the body health low, and he's just starting to run into these shots now. Oh my goodness, SnB mix-ups eating up.
Yeah, and Buck is now fighting on the inside and throwing these straights and these hooks, and this is just not his range. Like, Peter Yan's optimal range is where these strikes are being launched from. Everything that Bucko is going to throw at this range is going to be crowded. It's not going to have any pop on it. It's going to get stifled, and it's going to come out slower.
And mix-ups is really using that front foot. Look at the footwork right there. That left stick is active, and he's very ready for any takedown or body shot. It seems his hands coming up and down. I mean, this guy is on point. Round number 1 in the book for this mix-ups player.
It was all going really well for Bucko until that one takedown came out from mix-ups, and just landed some ground and pounded. And once it was back to the feet, Bucko a little bit hesitant, so he has to get back to that game plan of earlier in that round, back on the pressure, using the teeps, and then trying to land that body kick. He was doing much better from southpaw. I wonder if he'll go back to it.
Yeah, we'll see. A lot of emotions in there when you're under the bright lights. Now he's starting to trade on the inside against mix-ups, having some success. Teep kick flies out though. Ooh, nasty check.
Oh, there's the Otsugari trip. Also, that's another thing. When you match the stance of Peter Yan, that Otsugari trip is there. And now SnB back on top. Bucko, this is not where he wanted to be. Didn't even want to give up this position from that sprawl position where he was taking damage, and now shots to the body, straight to the head, back to the body, and he's wet by mix-ups.
I like the precision. I like the patience with that ground and pound. Taking his shots, not depleting his stamina. And mix-ups looking very solid here. A couple of fakes from the bottom position, but mix-ups is not having any of it.
Yeah, the thing is he double faked the same animation, and that's not actually going to help you. You're going to cancel that fake. You got to fake, then you can punch, then you can refake, then you transition. But if you fake, you're effectively going to cancel it, and that's what happened.
I did not know that. I thought you could fake and bait out the flick and fake again. You're teaching me something, Balian.
I'm pretty sure if you double fake, you lose the advantage of the first fake.
You might be right. But here we go. Ooh, little leg health. Oh my goodness, what a right hand from mix-ups.
Yeah, and Bucko has just gone completely into this orthodox lead hook hunting mode here, Rob. It's completely different. Lovely timing on the spinning elbow. I mean, that was beautiful, but compared to this southpaw teep, you know, the body kick hunting that he was doing early on, this is a completely different strategy. He's making it work for him now with the volume, but this plays a little bit more into the game of mix-ups.
Beautiful takedown denial, late one there, but still able to keep him off. And yeah, it seems like that first round is in his mind. He wants to get it back. He really wants to win this second round, but he needs to be careful. Oh, nice left hook. He's starting to piece him up a bit here.
Yeah, that lead hook is working for him. I think he's just relying on the volume he can output. Has to be careful of that trip takedown, though.
Trying to tag him, Balian.
Oh, full counter right there. Nice level change. Yeah, he's very intent on keeping this pace super high, but you've got to remember, if you're getting hit this much, I mean, it's not good. The guy hits a lot harder than you do, and you're also not really landing these punches at optimum range again. You're kind of getting them stifled a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. He's definitely stifling that left jab and just trying to use it to put pressure on that block. And then you see Bucko just landing these beautiful hooks, flush, and just doing so much damage as mix-ups, or excuse me, as Bucko comes in. And there's the takedown. Yeah. Can he deny it? Yes.
That's another thing to remember as well. If you're running into your opponent just like that, you're going to take more and more damage. And Bucko, for whatever reason, Rob, ever since that takedown, he has not let up that front stick. Beautiful spinning elbow there. It doesn't even matter. He wanted to create some chaos, evidently, and landed that. Gets a knockdown, steals the round. But up until that point, it's a strange strategy for Bucko now, but it's working.
Yeah, definitely an interesting strategy, you know, kind of just pushing forward and relying on those straight punches, stifling the jab. But man, he ducked the spinning elbow and then came with his own spinning elbow. That was sweet AF. Really I mean, nice. What a shot. Look at this.
Look at that.
I haven't seen that before. That was beautiful. I'm stealing that.
That was really, really nice right there. Definitely the best thing he landed all round. Gets a knockdown, and that wins him the round as well right there. So
for sure.
You got to say 1-1 all to play for here. Was going to the third.
Here we go. These two need to realize that this round is the round that will decide the winner. They need to be patient, and they need to be on point. Ooh, right now, Mix-Up's landing some good shots. Though on Bucko. Goes for the spinning elbow again, but unsuccessful.
Oof. Left up to the body, bit of an overreach. Bucko lets it go there with a lead uppercut. And now that two's landing with more authority. It's a good job. It's a nice little range he shot that from as well, but he does get tagged. Yan has a ton of power. The body health of Yan is just so high right here. Bucko only really targeting the head. There's that slip right again. Guys, you have to be careful.
He really does. That was a nasty right hand, but still Bucko plodding forward, defending this takedown nicely, attacking to the body, putting more pressure on him, and he's going to be against the cage, and now Bucko can unload here. Oh, oof. Nice right hand.
Oh, nice hit there. Bucko finally blocking one of those switch kicks to the body that have done so much damage. And yeah, I mean, there's been a ton more damage inflicted here from SnB. I mean, he's really nailed the body, nailed the head, a lead hook there off the spinning back fist. Wow, Bucko narrowly avoided getting dropped right there as well. A little bit of head movement keeps him in it, but this is not looking good for Bucko.
Definitely not. That 1-2 head kick was nice, but he keeps getting tagged by these big shots from mix-ups again with the 1-2 head kick. And now, if he wants to, he could set up the 1-2 lead uppercut.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Oh, straight lead hook. Nice work right there. And the up kick. Good stuff from Bucko, but there's the Osotogari one more time from Mix-Ups. Knows what he's doing. Oh, man, what a close fight.
Definitely. You know, after those two big hooks, those monstrous hooks, Mix-Ups now has that Osotogari takedown, and this is so smart. He's got time ticking. He's got the round in the bag, and now he's taking the back, and Bucko must be tweaking out right now inside of his head.
Yeah, has to be careful in this position. Knows he needs the fight back to the feet, but he's just getting chipped away. Cannot rush it. I believe the ref does stand you up there eventually, but to return to the backside. Now back to full guard. Bucko doing a good job staying patient, rushing his way back to the feet, but the clock is slipping away, Rob.
It is. Now we're under a minute, and Bucko needs to figure out how to get up, but no, Mix-Ups is controlling him. He knows he needs this to get the win, and he is cruising on towards the sunset.
He might be able to finish him if he postures up here. Just a question if he wants to commit to it. Maybe not from full guard. Another deny, same escape by Bucko there as he used about 30 seconds ago.
Oh, big shots. Damaging shots.
Pay, and I think we're going to go to the scorecards. We're going to get the nod to Mix-Ups. Most likely it was a close fight.
It was.
But I don't remember. I know someone got dropped in that third round. I believe Mix-Ups dropped.
Yeah, big shots by Mix-Up. And can we even hear the judges' decision? Do they even have that volume up? Probably not. The winner is Mix-up!
There we go. Mix-ups 2-0 now for Mix-ups. Picks up a win over Satchmo. Takes out Bucko here. Good fight. And a win for the Sprawl and Brawl team as well, Rob.
Yes, you know, a big win for the SnB camp there. Bucko fighting valiantly with the Rob Font pick, but Mix-ups just with the nastier game plan and devastating combinations. Those 2 hooks at the end, Bailey, and the ones that you were talking about, the bang bang tango, it was destructive. He ran him over like he was driving a Durango, and my goodness, what a win. 2-0 now, moving on up towards that upper echelon. We got a prospect here, Bailey, and
I don't know what a Durango is, but I mean, it's
Dodge Durango? Is it
Dodge? Okay, it's a Dodge. There we go. All right, we got 3 fights.
American
left.
cars, you know.
Yeah, we've got 3 fights left for you this evening. There, like we said, SnB Mix-ups. He was number 19, now 2-0. Number 19 in the world after 1 win. That should show you the talent level. In waiting, Mix-ups moves on as well. Hopefully, get another opponent next week. All right, we're going back now inside the top 10, Rob. We have CIA Webcam, who will be coming to ESFL Live in Las Vegas, hoping to get his hands on $4,000 and that ESFL title, I'm sure. And he's taking on Yada, someone else inside the top 10, excuse me, at number 8. Both 5 and 4, Rob. Should be a good fight.
Should definitely be a good fight. These guys are so evenly matched. Number 7 Webcam, number 8 Yurda, both 5 and 4. Yurda might be signing up for the ESFL Live, so we're going to get a sneak peek into how this tournament is going to play out, you know, with Webcam and his talent. Crazy head movement, hunts the body, works to drain stamina, but Yurda with his unrelenting pressure, comfortable everywhere. Elite head movement, LW versus CW. This is a camp clash in a big moment to get towards that upper top 10 position. Here we go.
Here we go. Right, middleweight. Interesting if Yurda picks up Robbie here. He is a great matchup. Although Robbie versus Cannoneer, this would be a very interesting fight.
It would. The power of Robert Whitaker, or excuse me, the power of Robbie Lawler, the durability of Robbie Lawler, and then the power, the devastating power of Bailey and of Jared Cannoneer.
Yeah, let's see if they lock these in. Lawler, you have the, like you mentioned, the durability, the recovery stat that you can really lean on late. And you can just get to the point where you're just chipping away, you just fire that left straight. You don't have to do anything else, you just get on that left straight. Yeah, just locking him in.
Boom. There
See
it
if
is.
Webcam goes with the Cannoneer pick. It should be an interesting one.
He's thinking about it. He's pondering his mind. Should I pick the power punching machine, Jared Cannoneer? Ooh, he's gonna lock it in, Bailey.
All right, well with Cannoneer. Cannoneer, you have those leg kicks as well. Could be a bit of an X factor in this one, given the switch stance stat of Lawler. So that's something he's going to have to watch out for.
Yes, definitely. And these two both possess a lot of power. A big moment in their career in the Esports Fight League. Number 7, number 8, showing respect to each other. Here we go.
All right, touch him up. Ooh. I love the matchup. It's nice to see.
It is.
All right, holding in the center right now. Webcam already loading up those 3-piece combinations. Yeah, they're just popping. The straight shots, the jabs, working that outside leg kick as well. Oh, one big left hand already lands for Yurda. Nearly nails him with a straight there as well.
That was a nasty shot. And then he went for the kill there, and Webcam able to utilize that back pivot, that lunge, that back lunge to get out of the way. Then he bows, he knows he's in there with the beast.
Oh man, Yurda's looking really good tonight. He's kind of chaining everything together really nicely. Webcam pulling off some acrobatic stuff with Jared Cannoneer that I did not even know he could do there, Rob, but okay.
Yeah, that was a little cheeky there, a little surprising. Oh my goodness. And sneakily, Yurda has been able to dominate this leg and really do some damage without me even seeing it.
Yeah, really committing to that outside lead leg kick. It's a great little kick to use there against the opposite stance fighter. Webcam just needs to stay a little patient because he doesn't need to land as much. I mean, obviously Robbie has power, but so does Jared. Just got to find the right shot at the right time. And he should be able to win this leg kicking battle, Rob. You know, he should be able to win this fight on the outside, but he's seems to be getting a little frustrated and really wants to get on the inside, land these big power shots. But he has the better leg kicks. He has the faster leg kicks. He can block low. He's really trying to rush his way in right here, and Yurda is tagging him.
Yurda is looking absolutely fantastic. just making webcam think and making him guess wrong time and time again. That right hook, Balian, the lead leg kick, the left hook is landing. Just everything he is doing is perfect, and he's giving webcam so many problems early.
Yeah, and another thing about Jared Cannonier is one thing you do not want to do is gas yourself out, and webcam is really throwing leather at a really durable Yerda and Robbie Lawler right here, and it's just doesn't seem to be the best strategy perhaps.
No, because Yerda is just on point with this Robbie Lawler pick. He's just everything. That jab, that snap jab is beautiful. His range management, his selection is just on point.
Oh, big left hand as well right there again. That's the second one. Webcam now gone southpaw, but there is not a big switch stance stat on Jared Cannonier. Landed that teep though, nice work. He's just not found a way to land anything really, unfortunately. Yerda just floating so nicely on the outside. Just seems to be drawing webcam into all his traps and landing that big left hook as well.
How was Jared's switch dance? Because he's in southpaw right now.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's not very good, and so far this whole round has not been very good for webcam, and Yerda really starting out like a rocket, an accurate rocket, just bombing his opponent. Oh,
just
like those spins.
Just at the bell, which is interesting really, because it's another one of those things when you have a really powerful guy, you don't need to throw big punches and spinning kicks because you've already got the power. You can keep it simple. Just a lead hook will do, or a well-timed uppercut. But it's webcam that's running forward, throwing head kicks, spin kicks, and he's missing a lot of them.
He is indeed, and you saw those stats, Balian. Yerda is almost landing 50% of his significant strikes. He is fighting so damn good right now, and that jab as well, that right jab is popping webcam.
Yeah. Oh, left hand again. Nice work. Yerda also chained on through. Somehow webcam stays in it right there, but that could have been it. Another counter shot from that big left hand. And webcam gets rocked one more time. He might not survive this round, Rob.
I don't think so. By the story of this fight so far, that right hook, the left hook, the setups. Oh my God,
nice
good lands. He's hurt.
Yeah,
Yerda doesn't chase.
Yeah, Yerda threw a two-piece combination right there. Webcam stepped on the inside, and Yerda still had 3 more punches ready to go. Threw them out there. Lovely straight left as well.
Oh!
Cannonier, wobbly.
Bang!
Webcam, nothing left in the tank, and Yerda puts him out in the second round. Great performance.
Wow.
Hey, Yerda right there. Maybe performance of the night, Rob.
I would say so. I mean, that kind of looked like a flawless victory. Just everything he was throwing, it's almost like he was predicting the movement of the head of webcam. Every time he would move, he would be met with a power bomb of Robbie Lawler, and that jab by Yerda. Woo! Yerda looking good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, looking absolutely fantastic. Once again, Robbie Lawler proves to be one of the better picks in the game. Much ignored, but still very good, Robbie Lawler. Great strategy right there as well. Didn't really use that many different weapons. Like you called it, 25 out of 50 significant strikes there. Got 5 wobbles as well, which is kind of insane. So
perfect, Balian.
It means he wobbled him one every 5th punch he hit him with, pretty much.
He was hitting him perfectly. I mean, just perfect placements all around. You know, when he would lean, he would be met with a car to the face, and that is Robbie Lawler's. Bang. Ding, ding. Hey, hey.
Exactly what he just said. Yeah, there we go. So Yerda, number 8, moves up past the number 7 guy, webcam, inevitably here. Webcam, we haven't really seen him play Cannonier that often, so maybe he just couldn't find his groove and get things going. But still a great fight. Right, it's time for the co-main event, everybody. We're going to go up to welterweight. We've got feydenata taking on the returning dabakum here, Rob. This is a great fight.
Oh, such a fun fight. You know, you got dabakum ranked number 4, 4-1. The inaugural UFC 4 Xbox champion from Season 1. His only loss is to the current champion, Hammer, an elite player in all aspects, strong boxing, former ESFL champion, like I said, but he's going against the hype train, the steamroller, FSK Feydenator 6-2. Big wins this season over Dirty Dave, LWCIA webcam, and T4H, simple Benny. This man is comfortable everywhere, Bailey, and always looking for the finish, and he is a knockout artist. Here we go. The co-main event.
Yes, indeed. Damn, some hype right there. All right, welterweight. Let's see what they lock in. Dabakum coming in here 4-1. Of course, he was the first ever UFC 4 Xbox champion in the ESFL, looking to retain or find his way back to a title. That was many patches ago as well, of course. 160 MS in this one, Rob. Not necessarily great for these two, but we'll see who handles it better.
Right. Seems to be a stable 160, just fluttering between 159 and 160. But yes, a little bit of a delay, a little bit of a feeling out process to get used to it. But we know Dabakum, excuse me. You always crucify me, chat, when I say Dabakum, but Dabakum. You know, Conor McGregor in welterweight. Why not? Why not, Balian?
We've already
two
seen it.
Power punchers.
We're seeing it again. Like you said, 2 power punches. The Conor McGregor mirror match. It is a classic. Seeing it one more time tonight between these two. And maybe in the main event, but hopefully not.
And Dab is a longtime veteran here, and he has worked his way back up towards the top, the upper echelon of the Xbox circuit. But he's got a huge test in front of him here. Can feydenata defeat the ex-champion?
Yep. FSK's feydenata showing up tonight. Hopefully representing that camp admirably, as did, who was it earlier on tonight? I picked up a video for SFK. Jay Robinson. Doing the job. All right. 3 rounds for these two. World-class guys. Dabby finding the left hook early. Nice work right there. That'll be the weapon for both men. Big left hook. Rear uppercut misses. And that's such a good strike, Rob. But these days, people are having real trouble landing that shot.
Yes, definitely evolution in the game. And Dab was always a guy that would pressure his opponent and break them. But obviously, he respects feydenata. He's keeping a good range and staying cool, calm, collected, and defensive. But feydenata is taking advantage and really using that push kick to get control of the octagon here.
Yeah, good work with that. Dabby trying to pull back with a double jab. Ooh, lead hook coming back through in the exchange. That 1-2, as we know, does so much damage to the block in an instant. Be careful, lead uppercut straight, lead or rip to the body for Dabby. Ooh. Who's going to land first, Rob? Oh, 1-2-3.
And starting to unload a little bit through the block. Now he's backing up feydenata, but feydenata, good job with that teep kick to keep the range a little bit here.
Yeah, and he landed that rear uppercut right there as well. Didn't look like he did, but it landed. Oh, and he landed that one as well. Just looping these hooks around to the body. Finding homes for it. Let's see if we see an uppercut come through. Maybe that lead uppercut from Dabby. feydenata doing a good job dealing with the pressure right now and sniping around Dabby's offense.
Starting to open up with that right hook as well. Comboing off of it, but Dab is right there to answer back. feydenata popping him from the outside, and it is feydenata who's doing better here.
Well, Dab just keeps walking into range, Rob. He's walking into range and going second. You know, if you're going to walk into range, you either got to go first or move that head defensively, check, and then re-counter. But he's just kind of walking into more damage, getting his block beaten up. There was a rear uppercut to the body, and then a nice uppercut onto the head. Got clipped there, though, by feydenata.
Starting to heat up a little bit here. They're exchanging inside the pocket. Oh, man. feydenata again, tagging him. Testing that block, but Dab coming in with the jab, Balian. 40 seconds left.
Oh, touched him twice with the double dab right there. Ooh, just underneath the straight left as well. Such a close fight between both these guys. Eyes open at all times. Final 10 seconds of the round right here. It's been close. Maybe feydenata is a little bit ahead on damage. Oh, there's a nice lead uppercut as well.
Yeah, it just seems feydenata is a step ahead of Dab here a little bit. Dab still fighting valiantly. You can tell he's very highly skilled, but Fey just a little bit quicker to the gun, like you said, Balian. Going first and fighting very, very well, tagging him time and time again. Round number 2.
Yeah, feydenata's got some big wins this season as well. Taking out some top competition like Dirty Dave we saw tonight. Cooper Benny as well. Dab though, world class. Nice. 1-2. Came back with a 3 to the body. A left hand though. Yeah, Dab just getting chipped away on by feydenata, although he is landing. He seems to be taking more damage.
Yeah, feydenata just finding the better shots. Dab throwing shots, but there sneaks in an uppercut. Again swings, but the head movement from Dab keeps him in it.
Yeah, but for how long? Because he cannot seem to avoid the damage. He's got to start moving his head, Rob, I think, because that block is just getting absolutely destroyed and melted. He seems to get hit with every single thing that feydenata throws.
Yeah, you saw him there, Balian, just kind of hold block and eat like 3 punches to the dome. Oh, that was a pretty nice sidestep there, but man, the defense of feydenata is crazy.
It's the footwork of feydenata, right? Because he's never really in range to get hit,
Definitely.
even on the block. Whereas Dabby's getting tagged up. There's nice work right there, though, after Mr. Teep to close the distance. Double jab, though, it's just out of range. Oh, and a catch.
Good catch by Dab. Starting to do some good damage to the head in this round. Finding his way through the guard finally, but still getting tagged hard by feydenata. Oh, there's a nice left hand.
It's probably going to get dropped in a second, though, is dabakum. Unless he pulls a counter, because every time he walks in, that block's getting beaten up. It's now at the point where the first initial shots just break the block. So Dab needs to be careful when he's moving forward now. Nice pull counter, though. He's aware of it.
Yeah, Dab's starting to do a good job with those pull counters, starting to get a feel for maybe the striking of Fad a little bit, doing better towards the end of this round, but still feydenata, his defense on point. His footwork, Balian, like you said, on point.
Oof, lead hook. Oh man, both men are really hunting for it. Both men don't have any block left either. Rob, left hand right there. Nice work by feydenata. It's getting through.
A good fight.
Jab lead hook completely breaks the block. There's a lead hook by dabakum on the inside. Catches it nicely, but misses the overhand. Gets hit with the elbow. Now feydenata's going to walk forward here, Rob. Oh,
feydenata. Oh my goodness! dabakum with a surprise out! Drops her with a head kick!
Oh my god.
What a fight!
dabakum not able to dive on top right there. Landed the 1-2 head kick that bought him a moment. And then we've got 30 seconds left in this second round that has been back and forth action. Fade trying to pressure. Dab still looking for the slip straight. feydenata knows he only has to land a 3-piece on him, but he got caught going forward earlier. Only swung it back. Oh, that's what we get when we throw those big kicks on the outside. It's so risky to miss. Such a close fight. Unforced errors are going to be all about it. There's a nice 1, 2, 3 right there from dabakum.
But that was good for dabakum. You know, he's closed the gap a little bit. It was getting a little out of hand, but he was able to do some damage. He was able to drop feydenata. But at the end, that missed kick to the body and that sniper straight to the dome. Oh my goodness, here goes feydenata, dropping some bombs, Balian.
Nice rear uppercut lead hook. Dab trying to stay in it. Gotta move that head. The block is non-existent. He's gotta slip and rip and throw something. But Fade is just touching him. This is so much pressure. It's so difficult to deal with when you're in this situation. There's so much to think about. You're in imminent danger. Can Dab pull something off?
We're about to find out. Utilizes that little push kick to the body. feydenata smells blood, but tags him back with a straight, though. They're taking pull counter. The dome. feydenata with the finish. Can he do it?
Oh, this is going to be it right now, surely. Dab actually threw an elbow back. I can't believe it.
This is wild, man.
Somehow he's throwing and still dangerous. Rear uppercut lands. Double uppercut. Oh, but the up kick for the second time. Man, Dab's not going out easy, but he's in such danger still. feydenata walking forward, hurt the head, hurt the body. Can land whatever he wants, Rob. Oh, another one.
Dab is a dog! Oh my! Though a clean elbow!
That rear elbow from feydenata has been dropping Dab every time he's thrown it. About the 4th time now. Ducked through and thrown that rear elbow, the knee to the body. He's moving forward, but walks into punches. Not much he can do, and this is going to be it, probably, most likely. Oh, Dab has enough blocks somehow to stay in the fight. 2 minutes left. He might be able to get up here. McGregor's top game not the best.
What a wild fight. Feydenator doing so well, but he is fighting an absolute dog right now in dabakum, who will not quit. He will not give up, and Feydenator elected to go to the ground. He does not want to be on the feet anymore. He wants to solidify this victory right now.
Nice work by Feydenator. Hits the sprawl for Dab.
Beautiful deny.
Good job denying right there. Oh,
can he get up?
He can't get TKO'd from here, so he could just hang here.
True.
I mean, I don't even know who's winning this fight. I mean, you want to say Feydenator, but I haven't been counting the knockdowns, so it's no idea.
The damage, it's got to be Feydenator because of the damage, but dabakum definitely coming back in the second and third round, and if he's able to get another rock here, he can knock out Feydenator, but he's actually putting pressure right now. Dab. This is crazy.
It's crazy to think, but also he's much better going forward than he is going back, to be honest, even if he is walking into punches. At least he's not getting back. The two-head kick. It doesn't get a rock, though. There's the double leg. He's got a two in, Rob.
He's not even for dear life in there, mate.
The elbow's coming. Something's coming. You know it is. Wow, they go the distance.
Wow, what a freaking war.
That's Fight of the Night for sure right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dabakum and Feydenator.
Goodness.
143 instant classic. The McGregor mirror match, of course.
Woo!
Now we think it's Feydenator. Those rear elbows, man. The bane of Dabakum's life. And the nod goes to Feydenator. There we go.
Jeez.
5 knockdowns for Feydenator. Wow, that's a crazy stat right there. All 3 rounds.
Man, a hard-fought victory, well-earned by Feydenator, who looked on point. His footwork from the opening bell, which you mentioned, and I believe you, Bailey, and he was just on fire with that footwork. But he was fighting a damn demon in dabakum, whose stock rose in this fight, even though he lost. I mean, he was in there, in the pocket, getting annihilated, but finding ways to land with his sick bravery. I mean, Alien.
Yeah, I mean, dabakum got 4 stuns and 2 knockdowns with just 27 strikes, which is kind of impressive, to be honest. But on the other side of things, you just had Feydenator walking forward and just putting it on him. What a great fight right there. Feydenator with that rear elbow. He's just ducking and throwing it over and over again. You've got to be careful. And that's what really sets some of the higher level guys apart, is the fact that they're just so hard to finish. They're never out of the fight. They'll keep you guessing right till the end right there as well. We're just getting the main event together right now, guys. We've got to get our champion coming back. He has gone a little AWOL. Take this time, if you have not, to jump in the ESFL Discord, where you can join the community, find a team. If you want to train with some other people, get a few spars in. There's always people sparring on there. The ESFL Scouts will try and get out there and try and scout some players as well if you want to try and get yourself in. But we are now ready for the main event, Rob, between the champion Hammer and BFAP's Trickzzy.
Yes, and this is going to be a huge fight here for Hammer to show that he could hold on to this belt. Trickzzy is going to be a big test. We all know, you might not know Trickzzy, but if you have been watching for a while, you know that this man was the Venom Invitational Champion. He's got some sweet footwork, Balian, and he's just so good when he is in these striking realms, and even when he is losing. It's always on the scouting report, Balian. He's always dangerous, even when he is losing.
Yeah, that is very true. And we have seen that time and time again. Although Trickzzy,
the comeback kid.
I will say Hammer is the champion. And if you look at these two, it looks like Tricky has picked up a few more wins, 61-11. I mean, that's going to fill him with some confidence tonight ahead of this one. But you can never count Hammer out, especially if we're at heavyweight. We'll see if he picks up that John Jones pick. The champ gets to pick by Tuesday. So on Tuesday, Hammer locked in heavyweight as the weight class he wanted to go for.
Yes, Hammer likes that John Jones pick, in this heavyweight division. And now that he has that belt, Bailey, and he has this division held hostage by John Jones, someone needs to come in here and take his throne. Can Trickzzy do it? What would the counter pick be, Balian? Let me ask you.
I would probably take someone like Stipe Miocic.
I like that pick
because you can counter. There we go. Boom. You can counter short on the inside with the boxing on the feet. You've got the cardio to keep the fight going. You've got a good chin, and you can scramble on the ground. You can scramble. You can get top position. You can work from that position. You can shoot your own takedowns. You can fight in the clinch. You got the footwork stat to try and avoid some of those knees as well. Right. And yeah, you got the big right hand to counter with. So I like the Stipe counter pick right here, but it's going to be tough. The champ locking in Jon Jones at heavyweight. Hammer done such hard work to get this title. He definitely wants to keep it tonight and hold on to it against the built for ankle picks. Trixie, one contender, 6-2 versus 7-2 right here. It's the 143 main event. The Xbox title is on the line.
5-minute rounds here for this title on the Xbox side, and the champ utilizing Jon Jones early with these elbows. Trixie trying to fight him off though with the jab and the teep kicks.
Nice teep right there from Trixie. Got to avoid these clinches.
Yeah.
Got to keep that straight right out there. That's going to stop any clinch attempts as well. Whenever that distance gets closed, could lead with that straight right from Trixie. Doesn't have to worry too much about the boxing of Hammer or the counter punches of Hammer. It's really those clinch attempts, those knees when you're in close, and just some of these kicks as well from the outside are going to cause some problems. Another straight right there. Trixie using it well. Came out with the lead hook right there.
And already Trixie starting to go to work and landing some vicious shots on Hammer. Good work.
It is not, I mean, but for a longest time, you know, Jon Jones isn't really something we've ever seen competitively. And, you know, you got to invest in the grappling if you're taking Jon Jones, but it's nice to see him be a dangerous opponent to have to fight and for a champion to use him and create like a challenge in trying to get past him. But Trixie there with the first takedown.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting to see. What can Hammer do with this pick? Trixie's just so good with the striking.
Big right hand.
This is bad.
Oh, the boxing combinations. Proving too much right there for Hammer. And then the takedown. He's probably going to get side saddle here. Oh, deny. Going to just chop away instead. The sprawl fakes right there, but great work early in the first 3 minutes right here to get a drop, to smash, do some big damage for Trixie. It's really going to help him late. And here we go, crucifix position like we talked about. Hammer denied right here. Elbows from Trixie. There's not much head health left already, Rob. We're not even at the first round.
And also, the champ's got some big problems because Trixie is denying his transitions time and time again, and he's just landing so many vicious elbows. Oh my goodness, this fight could be over here.
Oh! Up in the side saddle position right now, still raining those elbows in. This is that Stipe pick we talked about. Now, one thing you don't have is the arm triangle fake in half guard. That's about the only bad thing about Stipe, but it doesn't matter. He's gone back to side control. And Hammer in full survival mode here. Can he get out of the first round? Try and get on top in the second. Not take much damage. Try and recover. That's what Hammer needs in the second round. A bit of a recovery round. But Trixie taking no prisoners in this first one, Rob. Just trying to do as much damage as possible. Putting it on him, beat him up, get some good damage early, stop those exchanges. And the more damaged Hammer is, the more he can make him pay for things like those clinch attempts. Finally, reverse his position here with 10 seconds left in the first round.
You couldn't want a more perfect first round opening from a competitor. Trixie really demonstrating, I mean, everything in the favor of him on that blue side. And my goodness, Trixie could be the new champion right now, but Hammer still has a little bit left, but he cannot get hit to the head because it is depleted.
Yeah, and if he reaches out with those kicks and misses them, it's going to make him a big time short straight right on the inside. And another one right here. And when you're making a boxing fight like this, it's very tough for a Jon Jones player to compete. There we go. Puts him out early in the second. Tricky, or Trickzzy, is your new ESFL Xbox champion, Rob. 7-2 this season. Beat Hammer, beat Blake, now takes out the champion. And there we go. Well, we beat Hammer before, but it doesn't matter. We have a new champion, Rob. How are you feeling about that one?
Oh, man, that was interesting. You know, Trixie came in there and kind of made it look a little easy and just completely annihilated the champion with his Jon Jones pick. You know, Hammer never really could get anything going, and Trixie You know, a couple of times you saw the pivots from Hammer that alleviated some of that pressure, but Trixie just found his moments. And then when they went to the ground, Balian, he was able to get these denies, crucial denies, and just really devastating with those elbows as well. I mean, just a flawless victory right there for the new champion of the world, Trixie. How did you feel about the performance, Balian?
Great performance. I mean, we talked about Stipe being a good counter pick, and he demonstrated exactly why. You know, you just fire that straight right down the middle as many times as you can. He kept beating him to the punch. He kept landing him with it. It just does so much damage. And Stipe's so fast. He can close the distance really quickly. It's really good to stop someone from who's coming forward without reaching for kicks or reaching for the clinch. You beat them to the punch. But great performance there by Trixie. New champion there, built for ankle picks. Will be very happy that they have a ESFL champion, maybe their first ESFL champion. I don't know, okay? I'm probably wrong. But regardless, Xbox, there we go. You have a new champion, Trixie, who will be defending the belt. Not next week, because it's PlayStation next week, but the week after that, he will return to defend that title. Do we have next week's card? All right, let's take a look at next week's card, everybody, so you guys can see what's coming up on the PlayStation side of things. And it is going to be ESFL 144, like we said. 150 will be Vegas. So there we go. The champ, Ed Parker, will be defending his title another time. He has not let slip of it yet since he got hold of it this season. And Ad Vader came in the co-main event, 42, out of nowhere, got a win, and now, Rob, is fighting for a title. What a main event right there. Ed Parker against Ad Vader. We also have Spill Actions against Nas. All right, look at him, Rob. Out of nowhere, 3 wins, 4 wins. Is it now the ESFL? He's in the co-main event. And then you still have Ash McGrath. The Freemans looking to come back. Camapullia and Percio is a great veterans match. Ungodly Wars in the tables as well. 11 Bravo. Look at this, Rob.
Man, I know this is going to be a crazy card. You see at the top, I mean, number 8, Bathing Ash, one of my favorite fighters versus McGrath. That's going to be a huge fight. But then Nas, the hype train continues, and now he is matched up with Spill Actions, one of the nastiest strikers in the game. But Nas has shown that he is on another level. And if he can get past Spill Actions, they cannot deny this man a shot at the title. But at the very top, at Veda, the Cinderella story, coming back, stealing Swiss Lebix's thunder, and now has a shot at the title against the quicksand that is Ed Parker. Do not miss this card.
Yes, indeed. Do not miss this card, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up next week. PlayStation action, Xbox, all said and done. New champion crowned, ESFL 143 in the books. Guys, only a couple of weeks now as we gear up to ESFL Live in Vegas. Make sure you're following us on Discord, following us on the Twitter, the Instagram, for all the socials. Stay tuned for any more announcements about Las Vegas. But if you're on the West Coast, just try and come out. There's going to be people there, community members, show some support. We're going to try and get the UFC involved somehow. We're not sure yet exactly in what capacity, but we will be hopefully figuring something out. We'll have to see. But thank you all for tuning in, as always, every Sunday for your daily, well, weekly dose of UFC esports action. Thank you very much, Rob. Any final words from you, mate, after such a great event tonight?
Thank you guys for putting on an amazing event. All the fighters, shout out to you guys. Make sure you adjust those volume settings for next time. And I had an amazing time with you, Balian. Always a pleasure. Feck it, everyone, the UFC ESFL staff. Can't wait for the live show. Until next week, don't miss the card. See you later.
All right, don't miss it, guys. You heard it. ESFL 144 coming next week, 8 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Central. We will see you then. Until then, have a great week. Goodbye.
He came back as a beast, but he won the title. It is all over. Tito Ortiz remains the light heavyweight champion.
An international event.
Wow, it's just amazing. I can't describe my feeling right now. It's too much.
Open to elite competitors from around the world.
Arriba,
Demanding extraordinary skill.
Então, Latinos, we did it, huh?
Knowledge.
Então, muito obrigado a todo mundo, Rio de Janeiro, Brasil. Obrigado, valeu, torcida jovem.
And talent.
It's a testament that dreams can come true, guys. They really can. Believe in yourself, believe in your heart. And once you get there, don't slow down.
Nurtured and honed over thousands of hours.
Yeah, is this real life right now? I'm not sure. It's what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good, man.
Brasil! Olha isso aí! Toma tarde do nosso! Melbourne, Wagwan Mayutes, Warakaba!
Do you have what it takes to become the Esports Fight League World Champion?
Going out nice and fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The disadvantage was Zayef, but then he